Back in Buffalo, Ravens and the Bills. A trip to the AFC Championship game is on the line. Time now for Mike Golick's Keys to the Game, sponsored by T-Mobile. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today. Mike, let's start with the Baltimore Ravens trying to get to the AFC Championship game for a second straight year. What are the keys for John Harbaugh's club?
Well, it's pretty simple. You have a 250-pound running back in Derrick Henry. You play smash mouth running with him. In Week 4 matchup against Buffalo, he had 199 of the team's 271 yards. Play action will be huge, especially with the weather and the field the way it is. I'd look for both tight ends to be heavily involved in the passing game, and Justice Hill, the running back, who had 6 catches when they played the first time. Defensively for Baltimore, control James Cook. He had over 120 yards against Denver last week. They use a 4-man rush. They don't blitz a whole lot. Use a 4-man rush. So 7 back on the pass is key for them. But with a 4-man rush, you've got to contain Josh Allen.
All right, the Bills have not been to the AFC Championship game since 2020 when they beat Baltimore to get there. What are the keys for the Bills if they're going to get back?
I would say obviously trying to establish a run with James Cook, but Baltimore is really good against the run. But so was Denver, and they were able to run. Use the running back in the passing game. Buffalo is very good at that. Khalil Shakir, I mean, he has forced the most missed tackles by a wide receiver. Get him on short passes, let him make some move, especially if the field is a little bit slick. As far as Buffalo defensively, can they maintain, and we'll talk about this during the broadcast, can they maintain 95% defense with 5 DBs on the field? With this big old line, a 300-pound fullback and a 250-pound running back. That's going to be interesting. Zone read, key, or that when Baltimore runs at, Buffalo has to keep an eye on Lamar Jackson.
Let's check in downstairs with the third member of our team, Derek Rackley.
Guys, if it's hard to hear me, it's because Ryan Fitzpatrick is down on the field hyping up this home crowd, and it looks like he is taking his shirt off, bare-chested and all, getting this crowd ready for the opening kickoff. Speaking of the opening kickoff, Baltimore going to start with the football in that first matchup that you guys talked about. Buffalo was out without 3 defensive starters in that game. Matt Milano, Taron Johnson, Terrell Bernard, and a 4th, Taylor Rapp, was hurt early in that game. So essentially 4 defensive starters not out there for Buffalo. All 4 of those guys will be playing in this game, and they will need them to play really well to slow down Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
All right, Rack, thanks very much. The Bills won the coin toss. They have deferred their option to the second half, so we will see the Baltimore offense first. A Baltimore offense, by the way, that is without their star wide receiver, Zay Flowers, for a second consecutive week. There was hope that he could play tonight after suffering a knee injury at the end of the regular season, but for a second straight game, he is inactive. Bills in the blue jerseys, white numbers, white pants, and white helmets. Ravens in the white jerseys, purple numbers, they have white pants, and the black helmets. Tyler Bass with the ball teed up at the 35-yard line. He'll kick it away from our right to our left, and we are underway with a high end-over-end kick. Returnable for Keaton Mitchell. He's got it at the 3. Straight ahead across the 10, angles right side over the 20, up to the 25, takes a shot, and he's taken down around the 27-yard line, and that's where the Baltimore Ravens will begin. First down and 10. Well, Lamar Jackson has had an MVP-type season. Career highs in passer rating, passing yards, and passing touchdowns. Derrick Henry second in the league in rushing this year to Saquon Barkley. Rashad Bateman, Nelson Aguilar, the wide receivers with Zay Flowers out. Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely are the tight ends. Ravens will start first down and 10 from their own 27. Ball is on the near side right hash, 19 degrees as we get underway. Jackson will go under center. It's an I formation. Ricard is the fullback. Andrews starts in motion to the left, now back to the right. Jackson barks out the signals, looks over the defense, takes the snap, turns, hands off Henry, running left and into a mass of blue jerseys. Picks up a yard out to the 28-yard line. So that's a gain of 1 on the first play for Henry. And Oliver, Greg Rousseau with the tackle. It'll bring up second down and 9.
I mentioned in the keys that Buffalo 90% of the 5% of the time has 5 DBs in a game. They started the game, Ryan, with 3 linebackers and 4 DBs. They just changed it to 5 DBs, but they accomplished what they wanted to on first down.
Second down 9 from the 28. Slot right, single man left. Jackson lines up in the shotgun. He's got Henry to his right. Steven Sims in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Handoff Henry off the left side. And Henry able to get forward to about the 29-yard line. So again, a short gain. A.J. Epinesa with the tackle. And a 3rd down and 8 facing the Ravens here on their opening drive.
Exactly what they want to get Baltimore in a passing situation, and a long passing situation, though, again, it can be a short pass, try and make missed tackle, but a great start for Buffalo, 2 plays in.
Well, the first time these two teams met in week 4, Henry went for 87 on the first play. He's had 2 carries for 2 yards. 6 DBs for Buffalo, 3rd down and 8, Ravens at their own 29. Jackson in the gun, trips right, single man left. Aguilar in short motion from the right. Here's the snap. Jackson back to pass. Looking, plenty of time. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's got room. Left side 30, 35 out to the sideline, and he's pulled down with a 1st down. Lamar Jackson takes off, gets out to the 38. It's a gain of 9 and a 1st down. Taron Johnson made the tackle. And Lamar Jackson, with that run, has given the Ravens now a 2,000-yard rusher in Henry, a 1,000-yard rusher in Jackson. First team in history to have each of those in a single season.
Not shocking with those 2 guys at all. He had plenty of time in the pocket, let the coverage get downfield, and they just outran Johnson to the marker.
Ravens from their own 38, 1st down and 10. Bateman in motion left to right, pistol formation. Here's the snap. Jackson back with time, looking, moving left, flips it down the field. Wide open, Henry dropped the football. Henry on the left side was all by his lonesome at the Bills' 45. Maybe began to run before he secured that ball. It's an incomplete pass, and Derrick Henry is going to want that one back.
Oh, he was it's almost like you have too much time waiting on the ball. Hit him right in the hands, about knee height. Buffalo did a great job. That was supposed to be a rollout right and a throwback, but they stopped the rollout kind of through the timing of the playoffs.
Henry will head to the sideline. Justice Hill checks in. 2nd down and 10. Ravens at their own 38. Trips right, single man left, shotgun snap. Jackson fakes the handoff, rolling to his right, looking, throws down the seam. Likely is there, makes the catch inside the 30, down to the 25. They'll give him progress to the 23. Christian Benford was in coverage and made the tackle. It's a gain of 39. Jackson rolling right and finds Likely right down the numbers.
So with Zay Flowers out, he's the motion guy and the deep threat guy. But Isaiah Likely, I know it's weird to say a tight end can be the deep threat guy, but Isaiah Likely can be the deep threat guy.
Ravens 1st down and 10 from the Bills' 23. Opening drive of the game, 12 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Henry back in. He'll line up as the pistol back behind Jackson. 2 receivers stacked left, single man right. Ricard goes in motion from right to left. Jackson stands tall, points to his left, gets the snap, turns, hands it off Henry, runs along the left hash. Henry powering his way forward, trying to drive those legs, and he'll pick up 2 down to the 21. Austin Johnson led the charge for that Buffalo front. Gain of 2 to make it 2nd down and 8.
It's a good start for this run defense anyway for Buffalo, but again, Baltimore is going to continue to run throughout the night, and it's just going to set up that play-action pass, which is really like a triple option. It could be play-action to Derrick, so you fake that, and then Lamar can either run the ball or throw it like he's done.
Ball is on the far side left hash, 2nd down and 8. Jackson will line up in the shotgun with Henry to his right. 2 receivers to the right, tight ends on either end of the line for Baltimore. Jackson motions to his right, brings Aguilar in motion, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Henry. Back to pass with time, throws short right, one-handed catch made. That's Likely across the 20, and he dives down to the 16. Looked like that ball got tipped. Taron Johnson made the tackle. It's a gain of 5, and now it'll be 3rd down and 3. Greg Rousseau got a hand on that one, and Likely still able to pull it in.
Yeah, he definitely tipped that ball, but Likely had a lot of space to wait on the ball, and nobody really in his grill to stop him.
Ravens in the red zone with a 3rd and 3. Twin receivers left and right. Shotgun snap. Jackson back. Looks right. Pumps. Backpedals. Still looking. Fires deep down the middle. Caught. Touchdown Ravens. Rashad Bateman right in between the hash marks was all alone, and Jackson puts it on him. A 16-yard touchdown strike, and the Ravens have taken a 6-0 lead.
So, I mean, you have the threat of Derrick Henry running, Lamar Jackson running, or Lamar Jackson with all day in the pocket. Buffalo has just 39 sacks in the regular season. That was tied for 18th. And they had a 4-man rush there. They don't blitz a lot, and Lamar just had all day to throw it.
Justin Tucker on for the PAT. Jordan Stout will hold. Nick Moore will snap. Tucker eyes the uprights. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. And the Baltimore Ravens off to a quick start. A touchdown on their opening drive with 10:40 to go in the first quarter. It's the Ravens 7, the Bills nothing. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
I'm going to win the Royal Rumble.
Busted Open is hitting the road for coverage of the 2025 Royal Rumble. Live from Indianapolis. Join Dave LaGreca as he previews this big event and sits down with the top stars in the WWE.
Royal Rumble, you're next on the list.
The road to WrestleMania starts at the Royal Rumble, and Busted Open will be there live for it all. Only on Sirius XM Fight Nation, Channel 156, and the Sirius XM app. With the SiriusXM app, you can hear your hometown announcers all season long. Just search for your team on the SiriusXM app and tap the star to save it as your favorite.
It's soccer's most thrilling league.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
And now every match is on the SiriusXM app.
Can you believe it?
From the title race.
This is remarkable.
Keeps this title charge on track, surely.
To the relegation fight.
The impossible may still be possible.
Hear every English Premier League match on the SiriusXM app and talk about all the EPL drama on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
This is Bill Belichick. Hear me break down the week in the NFL every Monday night on Let's Go, 6 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
Daytona is so unique.
We have a expectation of what we expect of ourselves.
The Great American Race is underway.
Awesome.
We want to win that race so bad.
I know how heartbreaking that place can be.
The entire pack is collected.
I know how amazing that place can be.
Are you kidding me?
I'm ready to go.
We know what we're capable of.
Daytona is coming. The Daytona 500, Sunday, February 16th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 9,
And on the SiriusXM app. Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth at Highmark Stadium. Derek Rackley down on the sidelines. Game plan with Grainger to gain a competitive advantage. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by for the supplies and solutions to help keep your business moving forward. Quick start for the Ravens, an 8-play, 73-yard touchdown drive capped off by the touchdown pass from Lamar Jackson to Rashad Bateman. It was very similar to the start we saw from the Ravens a week ago against Pittsburgh, Mike.
Yeah, it absolutely was, and certainly different from when these two teams played in Week 4. You mentioned Derrick Henry, first offensive snap for Baltimore, 87-yard run. Buffalo actually defended the run well on that drive, but unfortunately Lamar Jackson had all kinds of time to pass the ball.
Last week, the Ravens capped off their opening drive with a 15-yard touchdown pass to Bateman in the back of the end zone. Tonight, it's a 16-yard touchdown pass in the front of the end zone. And now the kick from Justin Tucker is taken by Ty Johnson a yard deep in the end zone. He'll drop to his right knee. And for the first time tonight, here comes the Bills offense, led by their own MVP candidate in Josh Allen, fourth in the NFL in passing yards this year, tied for fifth in passing touchdowns. He accounted for 40 TDs this year, fifth time in his career that he has done that. It's one shy of the NFL record. James Cook tied for the NFL lead in rushing touchdowns. Mac Hollins, Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir, the wide receivers. Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox are the tight ends. Bills will start first down at 10 at their own 30. Ball on the near side left hash. Two receivers left, one right. Allen in the shotgun. He's got Cook to his left. Brings Shakir in motion from left to right. Allen gets the snap. He's back to pass. Looks right. Looks left. Has time. Throws deep down the left side. Hollins open. It's incomplete. He overthrew him. Kyle Hamilton was trailing Mac Hollins. Brandon Stevens was over the top. Allen couldn't drop it in the bucket. It'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, needed a little more air on that one. Threw it on too much of a line and just overthrew him. Again, there is a film of snow on the field, so you probably can't get the full tilt running. And, yeah, there needed to be a little more air under that.
Mac Hollins is wearing cleats.
Yes, he is.
Tonight. He despises shoes, does not wear them except when he's playing football.
He loves to be a grounder. Grounded.
Yes. He walks into the stadium without shoes on, which is insane. Shotgun snap to Allen on second and 10. Handoff Cook straight up the middle and not much there. Forward for a couple of yards out to the 32. Nnamdi Madubuike with the tackle. And now a third down and 8 coming up for Buffalo. The Bills were seventh best in the league this year on third down, converting 44%.
Buffalo last week, as I mentioned, against Denver, had 210 yards rushing. James Cook had 120 of those yards, but this is this is the best run defense in the league in Baltimore.
Ty Johnson will check in. Johnson goes in motion out to the left. Allen back in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Allen right foot in front of left. Motions right. Brings Shakir in motion. Gets the snap. Back to pass on 3rd down and 8. Sets his feet. Has time. Looks. Throws deep down the middle of the field. Shakir is there, and he's got it. A leaping grab down at the Baltimore 34-yard line. Brandon Stevens was in coverage. A beautiful throw by Allen and a gain of 34 for Buffalo.
Right down the middle of the field, and Buffalo is going quick offense here.
Allen will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers, bunch left, single man right. Allen in the gun from the Baltimore 34, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff. Johnson starts right, cuts back left, finds a hole, turns his back and stumbles his way forward. He's down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8 before Odafe Owe could make the tackle. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 2. 9 minutes, 13 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Ravens. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax.
That was smart for them to go quick huddle there, quick play. Baltimore was not set defensively.
Extra offensive lineman Alec Anderson checks into the game on 2nd down and 2. Bills have it at the Ravens 26. Allen walks up under center. Cook is the single back. 1 wide receiver split wide to the right. Allen takes the snap. Handoff. Cook running off the right side. Ducks his shoulder. He's going nowhere. Maybe leans forward for a yard. Well, the Ravens just did not give him a crease at all. It'll go as a gain of 1 down to the 25. Chris Board was the first man to make contact. And now a 3rd and 1 for the Bills.
You mentioned Alec Anderson. You've been mentioning him a lot. Jumbo package with the extra linemen. They run at the highest rate of the NFL on average, 5.8 yards per play. They didn't on that play.
3rd down and 1. Bills are a team that likes that tush push. They're not going to line up for it here, though. Allen is in the shotgun. He waits. He's got Ty Johnson in the backfield. Allen takes the snap, fakes the handoff, wrapped up and dropped. That time he kept it, and Tavius Robinson was there to make the hit. It's going to leave the Bills with a 4th down and about 2. It's a loss of 1 on the play. Great tackle by Robinson.
It's what Pittsburgh didn't do last week when Lamar Jackson faked the handoff to Derrick Henry and rolled around edge. This time they had eyes on Josh Allen. Did not let him keep the ball. Have somebody responsible for him. Let the other 10 take care of the running back.
Bills are going to line up to go for it here on 4th and 2. They'll go empty with 3 receivers left, 2 right. Play clock shows 8. Allen drops back in the shotgun. Looks to his right, motions to that side, leans toward the line of scrimmage, gets the snap. Allen's going to keep it, running off the right side. 1st down to the 20 and down to the 19. Allen starting right, cut it back, found a seam, and picks up the 1st down. So Josh Allen does it by himself with a gain of 7.
You have the left tackle, Deion Dawkins, leading the way for your 235-pound quarterback. Dawkins just absolutely cleared a path.
So that'll put the Bills in the red zone now. Alec Anderson back in the game, 6 offensive linemen for Buffalo. They were the 2nd best team in the league this year in the red zone. Allen will put his hands under center. Cook is the single back. Receiver out to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff. Cook dancing, cutting left outside the hash marks. Turns the corner to the 15. Runs outside the numbers, and he's taken down around the 10. James Cook down to the 11-yard line before Darius Washington could make the stop. It's a gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
Excellent seal block on the backside. Not a good job by Baltimore to holding the edge on the cutback lane. You got to stay in your responsibility. If that's backside around the end, then you got to stay there. You can't dip your head inside.
Ravens best in the league scoring touchdowns in the red zone this year, 74%. Buffalo just under 72%, right behind them. 2nd down and 2, trips right. Allen lines up in the gun with Cook to his left. Shakir comes in motion to the left, now back to the right. Here's the snap, handoff. Cook running right, patiently waits for a lane to open up, and James Cook picks up the 1st down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Boy, Cook just stuttering his feet, waiting for something. Finally a crease open. Kyle Hamilton made the tackle, but now the Bills are on the doorstep.
Just like Deion Dawkins led Josh Allen through on that run, he just led James Cook through as well. Big old 330-pounder leading the way.
10th play of this Bills drive coming up. 1st and goal from the 5. 3 receivers go to the left. Allen lines up in the shotgun with Cook to his left side. Now Cook will sprint in motion to the right. Comes back into the backfield, stops on Allen's right hip. Allen hands in front of his chest, takes the snap, hands it off. Cook running up the middle, and he powers his way down inside the 2, close to the 1-yard line. 4 yards for James Cook. 2nd down and goal from the 1. Michael Pierce made the tackle.
Interesting, Ryan. The center and guard have a normal split, but the tackle, Deion Dawkins, split wider probably two body widths wider to make the defense have to line up wider, and then ran right to that hole.
Cook is going to check out. Ray Davis is going to check in. Had a concussion a week ago, but he was cleared. He is in there now as the single back. Two receivers right, one left. Allen lines up under center. Stands up, motions with his hand out to his right. Play clock down to 5. Allen gets the snap, turns, hands it off. Davis dancing up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown Bills. A 1-yard touchdown run for Ray Davis, and the Bills answer the Ravens score. 4:43 to go in the first quarter. Ravens 7, Bills 6. The extra point coming up. An impressive drive for Baltimore, an impressive drive for Buffalo.
The long pass, obviously the big play for Buffalo, but interestingly enough, Buffalo did most of their damage after that play on the ground, where Baltimore did not on their first drive. They did most of their damage in the air.
And against the number 1 run defense in the NFL, as you talked about. So here is Tyler Bass for the PAT. Snap, spot, the kick from Bass is on the way, and it is good. 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Each team has had it once. Each team has found the end zone. Ravens 7, Bills 7. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Mornings can all start to feel the same. It's wake up, brush your teeth, go to work. Wake up, brush your teeth, go to work every day. So if you're looking for a fresh wake-up call, look no further than Wendy's Breakfast. Try a breakfast Baconator with fresh cracked eggs, or a grilled sausage breakfast burrito, or maybe even a Honey Buddy. Doesn't matter what you go for, it's going to change your life. Okay, well, it'll at least freshen up your morning. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Get more of the NFL with NFL Plus and start streaming more touchdowns, more hurdles, more action.
Just a tremendous play.
NFL Plus has you covered. Stream the NFL postseason and Super Bowl 56 live on mobile.
He's in. Touchdown.
Plus, stay connected throughout the offseason with special coverage of the NFL Scouting Combine, NFL Draft, and more.
Let's go! Yeah!
Subscribe today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Lowe's knows how to help make your Super Bowl 59 party a touchdown. Let them help you prep your home to host with top brands like Charbroil, Blackstone, and LG, so you can be the MVP of game day. Plus, use the Lowe's app to find what you need for a seamless shopping run. Or huddle up with the Lowe's Red Vest Associates to help make all your game time hosting decisions.
Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by State Farm. State Farm can help you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 11 plays, 70 yards, 5:57 off the clock. Ray Davis with a 1-yard touchdown run. Josh Allen only had to complete one pass. The rest of it on the ground against the number 1 run defense in the league, Mike.
Boy, that's a feather in the cap for Buffalo to start the game that way, to have success running the ball. And that's something that Baltimore just, I don't want to say took for granted, but they led the league in stopping the run. They just basically line up and stop you, and they could not stop Buffalo.
Well, and you think about it, there's so many little things in games like this. Both teams faced a 3rd down and 8. On the brink of going 3 and out, both teams converted, end up with a touchdown. Here's a high end-over-end kick. Keaton Mitchell has it at the 2-yard line. Near side numbers across the 10, up to the 15, 20, 25. He takes another shot and is down just shy of the 30. Man, that is 2 returns by Keaton Mitchell, and he has gotten popped both times, this time by Reggie Gilliam. Let's go downstairs, check in with Derek Rackley.
Guys, I thought one of the biggest matchups of this game was going to be when Buffalo was on offense. Their offensive line against this Ravens defense that was number 1 against the rush. And after that completion to Shakir down the middle of the field, I was following the offensive line. They consistently won each and every time. Remember, James Cook rushed for over 120 yards last week. Very encouraging start for the Buffalo offense.
All right, Rack, thanks very much. 1st down and 10, Ravens at their own 28. Likely in motion from left to right. Shotgun snap. Handoff Derrick Henry. Nowhere to go for Henry. hit in the backfield, spilled for a loss of 1. DeMar Hamlin comes through the hole, makes the tackle on Henry, who has had nothing going so far. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
It's one of those where Ed Oliver won't be in the stat book for it, but he forced that play. He's an undersized defensive tackle who plays with quickness on the other side of the line and made Derrick Henry cut before he wanted to.
Ravens now 2nd down and 11 at their own 27. Clock moving, 4:08 to go first quarter. It's a 7-7 game. 2 receivers go to the left, 1 right. Jackson in the gun with Henry to his right. Jackson brings Likely in motion from left to right. Shotgun snap. Jackson back to pass with time, going deep down the right side, and that one is intercepted by Taylor Rapp. A miscommunication as Bateman broke to the sideline. Jackson threw it deep down the field, and it became an easy one for Taylor Rapp. Settled underneath it, picked it off, and Buffalo will take over.
Lamar Jackson, not a lot of interceptions this year, and only 1 interception on a ball going more than 10 yards downfield. Make that 2.
4 interceptions during the regular season for Jackson. He throws one here, and the Bills will have it at their own 43 when we return with 3:52 to go in the first quarter. It's a 7-7 game. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? I think my battery's dead. With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
So what if I need a new one? We have the right Duralast battery for you, only at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
And what about my old battery? We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hey, football fans, with BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms, 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like discovering a refund tree has grown in your backyard.
I'm the refund tree.
Sawing off its branches.
Hey.
Feeding them through a wood chipper.
My branches! My beautiful branches!
And dancing in its refund rain. Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
This is Max Crosby of the Las Vegas Raiders. Hear me every Monday night on Let's Go at 6 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
Along with Derek Rackley, Mike Golick, the rest of our great Westwood One crew, Ryan Radke with you in Buffalo. 3:52 to go first quarter. It's a 7-7 game. A reminder, you can stream the NFL playoffs on Westwood One for free. Sponsored by Pfizer. This RSV season, don't drop the ball. Visit VaxAssist.com to check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine. And fans, a reminder, you can listen on WestwoodOneSports.com, on the NFL app, by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports, or on our affiliate stations' digital platforms. Bills will start this drive at their own 43, 1st down and 10. 2 receivers left, single man right. Allen drops back in the shotgun. He sends Hollins in motion from left to right. Cook is the running back to Allen's right side. Allen wants the snap. He's got it. Short roll to his right. Plants his feet. Looks back to his left. Now throws over the middle. That's caught across the 50 and close to a 1st down. And it looks like he's got it. Dalton Kincaid, the tight end, picks up 11. Malik Harrison with the tackle.
Going back to that interception, they did not look like they were on the same page. So Rashad Bateman looked like he was running the deep out. Lamar threw a goal. Ryan's 5 interceptions now this year. 3 have been on routes to Rashad Bateman.
Now, I don't know who the Buffalo Bison center fielder was this year, but that's what it looked like, a center fielder just cruising back on a routine fly ball. And Taylor Rapp picking that one off. 1st down and 10 from the 46, 3 in the backfield. Allen, hands in front of his chest, waits, gets the snap, holds it out for Cook, gives it to him, running right side, and he's got nowhere to go. Tavius Robinson was there to grab him. He made first contact and brings him down for a loss of a yard, back to the 47-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 11 with 2:55 to go in the first quarter in a 7-7 game.
Buffalo still trying to establish the run. Obviously, they ran very well on that first series there. Not so much with the kind of the three in the backfield. Look, the play just took too long to develop.
Bills make their way to the line of scrimmage. Allen will go under center. He's got two receivers to the right, one left. Knocks the tight end, goes in motion from left to right. Ray Davis, the running back, off to Allen's left side. Shakir comes in motion from the right. Allen waits, gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Looking right, looking middle. Throws middle. That's caught. Curtis Samuel along the numbers now on the right side. Lowers his shoulder inside the 40. He's down to the 39. It's a gain of 9, but there's a penalty flag.
Number 73, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
Carl Cheffers is our referee tonight. That's Dion Dawkins, the Pro Bowl left tackle that is called for the hold. It'll wipe out the pass completion.
Oh, they threw that flag right away. You know, it's one of those, Ryan, where the left tackle just knocked the arm down of the defender and then pushed him on the ground. I do not understand why that's holding. I have no clue. He never held him. He just knocked his arm down, then knocked him on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. I think that's a bad call. It was against David Ajabo, and Dion Dawkins complaining about it for good reason. So back it up to the 43. Second down at about 22, and now movement on the left side. I think the Ravens got into the neutral zone.
They did. Broderick Washington, not Broderick Washington.
Neutral zone infraction, number 99, defense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
It was a Dafe Owe that jumped into the neutral zone.
Smart move by the right tackle, Spencer Brown, as soon as he was in it. Now, you could have gone the free play route, snapped it and got a free play, but the right tackle just moved to make sure they got the 5 yards back.
So that'll make it a second down and 17 now. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Empty set for the Bills. Allen in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Allen walks toward the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 8. Allen communicating with his offensive line. Now falls back into the gun. Right foot in front of left. Slight bend at the waist. Gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Now pulls it down. Runs straight ahead. And Kyle Van Noy was all over that one. He made first contact with Allen. And now some pushing and shoving after the play. A Bills player went down. There's no flag on the play. Dalton Kincaid is the man that hit the turf. Might have been a little bit of a flop. And now it's going to be third down and long coming up.
Yeah, Van Noy had basically a free rush because Baltimore blitzed inside of him, so Dion Dawkins, a tackle, blocked down on the blitzer, and Van Noy had nobody blocking him. Yeah, that was a little bit of a flop, though. You're right.
So they call that a tackle for loss, not a sack, because Allen was a runner. It's now third down and 17. Allen back in the gun, play clock down to 1. Here's the snap, back to pass, pumps right, now flips it off his back foot deep down the field, and it's incomplete. It was in the area of Dawson Knox. He was well covered. That one sailed over his head. Pressure applied by Van Noy. And the Bills will punt after the interception. Sam Martin comes on to send it deep.
Yeah, I don't think Josh cared, even if that one was picked off. It would have been right around the 15, the 10-yard line. You just threw it up, maybe hoping for an interference call.
Steven Sims will go back to return. Sims was picked up on waivers from the Texans near the end of the year. Now, Sims did have a muff last week on a ball that he tried to field it around the 5-yard line. He muffed it, was able to get on top of it and get it back to the 5. See how he does here on this punt from Sam Martin. He's got the snap, drops the nose of the football. It's an end-over-end punt. Sims moving to his right, signals for a fair catch, and he goes down to a knee. He's skidding in the snow at about the 8-yard line, and that's where the Ravens will have it with 41 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, a 45-yard punt. Well, it's time to gear up for the playoffs. NFL Shop is your ultimate destination for jerseys, T-shirts, headwear, and more. Show off your team pride this postseason with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLShop.com. You know, Mike, we talk about little things in the game. Let's remember that holding call that went against Dion Dawkins that neither of us thought was a hold wiped out a completion where it looked like Buffalo was on the move again after the interception. They're not able to recover after getting behind the sticks. The Ravens dodge a bullet.
Yeah, they really did. I just do not understand that holding call at all.
So they'll mark the ball at the 9-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will have it first down and 10 with 41 seconds to go in this first quarter. And we will step aside. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
When I wake up
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I put on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
A Different Way to Win by Jim Rooney is an inside look at football, leadership, and his father's legacy. During his influential tenure as an NFL sports executive, Dan Rooney transformed the Pittsburgh Steelers and created the groundbreaking Rooney Rule. Available for the first time in audio, this expanded edition features Jim Rooney in conversation with NFL legends, business and political leaders, and more. A Different Way to Win is available everywhere audiobooks are sold. Sponsored by Penguin Random House.
Are you looking for a cash cow right about now? Sounds like you need a TaxSlayer. With the right tools at the right price, TaxSlayer makes it easy to get your biggest refund possible. 41 seconds to go first quarter, 7-7 game between the Ravens and the Bills. Ravens will start this drive at their own 9-yard line, 1st and 10. Probably a good time to point out that during the regular season, the Ravens had 10 drives of 90 or more yards, most in the NFL since at least 2000.
Yeah, and they can either hit you with a big play with Derrick Henry or they can get you with a sustained drive, 10, 12 plays.
And can they get Henry going? 4 carries, 3 yards so far for the Baltimore running back. Ravens will start in the I. Jackson under center, 1st down and 10. Ball is on the near side right hash. Jackson stands up, puts his hands back under center, turns, hands it off Henry. A crease across the left side. He cuts to his right, and Derrick Henry is going to be close to a 1st down. He needed to get to the 19-yard line. Taylor Rapp, DeMar Hamlin, the safeties combine on the stop. Looks like they're going to mark him just short. It'll be a gain of 9. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
So on 1st downs, Buffalo seems to be putting 3 linebackers and 4 DBs on the field away from what they normally do, and then they switch it on 2nd down, and now they're giving him the 1st down.
Yeah, replay got involved, and so they're going to move the ball forward just past the 19. So it'll go down as a run of 10 for Derrick Henry. He will exit the ball game here. 1st down and 10 Ravens. Clock is moving down to 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. See if the Ravens want to snap it. Out of the huddle I formation, Justice Hill is the running back. Andrews, the tight end, goes in motion from right to left. Receivers either side. Here's the snap. Handoff. Hill running left out to the numbers to the 20. Gets out to the sideline. 25. Ducks his head. Gets under a defender and close to the 1st down. They're going to mark him out at the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8. Christian Benford made the tackle, but Justice Hill rips off 8 yards. Got out of the tackle of Greg Rousseau. And the Ravens will have a 2nd down and short when we return. End of 1 here in Buffalo with the score. The Ravens 7 and the Bills 7. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood 1.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it 1 almond at a time with a Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
Shop can't miss deals going on now during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. For a limited time, get a free adjustable stand when you buy a DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. That's a $229 value. Plus, save $680 on a Midea 4-piece kitchen appliance suite. Now just $17.96. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Valid 1/13 through 1/24. Cannot be combined with additional discounts while supplies last. See store or Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
Now Taxes is 100% free when you file in the TurboTax app if you didn't file with us last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just do your own taxes in the app by 2/18.
What if I have lots of forms?
All good, all 100% free.
What if I had 3 jobs?
Still 100% free.
What if I once saw Bigfoot?
That has nothing to do with taxes, so still 100% free.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is Taxes. See if you qualify in the TurboTax app. Excludes TurboTax Live, must start and file in app by 2/18.
Navy Federal Credit Union can help you dominate debt with a 0% intro APR on credit card balance transfers for 12 months. And right now, you could get $250 when you spend $2,500 using a Cash Rewards or Cash Rewards Plus card. Visit NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. After the intro rate expires, variable APRs are 15.15% to 18% based on credit worthiness. Rates are subject to change. ATM fees for cash advances are up to $1 at non-Navy Federal ATMs.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One, along with Mike Golick and Derek Rackley. I'm Ryan Radke. The start of the second quarter is sponsored by Old Spice. Stinking places beyond your pits, Old Spice has you covered with total body deodorant. 24/7 freshness from pits to toes with daily use. 7-7 ball game. Ravens have the ball at their own 28. It's 2nd down and 2. Ravens scored on their opening drive. Lamar Jackson with a 16-yard touchdown pass to Rashad Bateman. Bills answered with a scoring drive, just running it down the Ravens' throats. Ray Davis had a 1-yard touchdown run. Jackson will line up in the shotgun. He's got Ricard to his right, Hill to his left. 2 receivers out to the right. Jackson lifts that right leg, gets the shotgun snap, holds it out, hands it off Hill, running right, cuts it up inside the numbers. First down across the 35. He lowers his shoulder, still driving his legs forward all the way out close to the 39. So back-to-back runs for Justice Hill. Picks up 8 on the first one, 11 on the second. Terrell Bernard made the tackle.
It's almost unfair, Ryan, with the Patrick Ricard at 300-pound fullback leading through. He drove Dorian Williams, a linebacker for Buffalo, like 10 yards down the field. These guys have to just cringe seeing this 300-pound fullback running at him.
But he has been a huge part of what the Ravens have done on the ground this year. Not just the offensive line, not just Jackson and Henry, but the dirty work Ricard does. Ravens 1st and 10 at their own 39. Jackson in the gun with Henry to his right. Here's the snap. Jackson back to pass, looking, pumps, steps up, moving to his right, breaks a tackle, runs to the numbers, 45, out to the 50, still going 45, and he's down to the 44. Well, the Bills had a shot to get Jackson right at the line of scrimmage, but Jackson got away from Rousseau and picks up 17.
Derrick Henry turned into a blocker down the field and blocked Matt Milano right at the end of that run. But yeah, the longer Lamar is in the pocket, the deeper the defensive coverage set starts to drift backward, and the more space he has when he breaks free.
From the Bills 45 now, 1st down and 10. 3 in the backfield. Now they'll move, likely goes up to the left end of the line. It's a traditional I formation. Henry is the tailback. Jackson takes the snap, turns, fell down, and just lays on top of the football before he is touched down by Epinesa back at the 49-yard line. Maybe Lamar got stepped on as he went to turn, make that handoff to Henry. He went right down to the turf.
Yeah, he caught the shin of Tyler Linderbaum, the center. His foot hooked on the calf of Linderbaum, and he went down.
So that'll cost him 4 yards, make it 2nd down and 14. Jackson will line up in the shotgun with Henry to his right. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right. Jackson looks over the defense. Right foot slightly in front of left. Hands in front of his chest. Waits. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap. Jackson back to pass. Fires over the middle. Caught by Likely, who's tackled immediately. Right around the 45. Looks like they'll give him the 44. It's going to go as a gain of 5. Taylor Rapp made the tackle. And now a 3rd down and 9 for Baltimore with 12:30 to go in the first half in a 7-7 game.
Rare blitz by Buffalo. They blitz the 7th fewest times in the NFL. But they're trying to get the ball out of Lamar Jackson's hands.
Taron Johnson coming right up the middle, forcing Lamar to get rid of that. Ravens are 2 for 2 on 3rd down in the game. This is 3rd down and 9. Out of the huddle with 2 receivers to the left, 2 out to the right. Jackson in the shotgun, brings Hill in motion, wide from the left. Now he sprints all the way to the right. Here's the snap. Jackson back to pass with time. Throws short over the middle. That's caught Anthony Miller down to the 30, and he dives down to the 27. So Anthony Miller on the practice squad almost all year. 1 catch during the regular season. He had 3 a week ago. He's got 1 now tonight for a gain of 17.
They use Mark Andrews as kind of the decoy to pull the defenders. He runs straight down the field, takes a linebacker with him, and then Miller just runs a crossing route right where the linebacker was, and he catches the ball in stride.
Ball resting on the near side left hash. It's at the Bills' 28. 1st down and 10, pistol formation. Henry is the back, receivers left and right. Ricard goes in motion from right to left. Jackson wants the snap. He's got it. Fakes to Henry. Back to throw. Looking. Throws over the middle. Juggled and dropped by Mark Andrews at the 20-yard line. Johnson was in coverage. That throw was right on the money, and Andrews was unable to hang on. Matt Milano applied the heat on Lamar Jackson. Along with Mike Golick and Derek Rackley, I'm Ryan Radke here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax.
Ryan, this is when the ball can be a little slick, when it's not snow. It's not like the snow globe like it was in Philly today, just a little bit of snow. It's slick. We saw Derrick Henry drop a ball in his hands, and now Mark Andrews one in his hands.
Slot right, single man left on 2nd down and 10. Jackson in the gun with Hill to his right. Lamar looks over the defense, play clock down to 5. Jackson has a high snap go off his hands. He collects it, pumps to his right, moving right, lost the football, picked up by the Bills, racing the other way to the 40, to the 30, and tackled down at the 25. Von Miller scooped it up. Justice Hill made a touchdown-saving tackle. That one came up high off the hands of Jackson. He had it, tried to avoid the defense, and then DeMar Hamlin knocked it out. Von Miller scooped it up. The second turnover of the first half for the Ravens.
That's something where the quarterback tries to do a little too much. Lamar Jackson had to knock it out of the air, tried to spin out of the grasp, and just lost sight of the ball, had it knocked out. They're just carrying it too freely.
So the Ravens in scoring range give it away, and now the Bills are going to start just outside the red zone. They mark Miller down at the Baltimore 24. First down and 10, 11:05 to go first half in a 7-7 game. Allen going to walk up under center. Ty Johnson is the single back. 2 receivers tight to the line on the right, including Hollins, who goes in motion to the left. Here's a toss to Johnson, running right, cuts it up along the numbers, and Ty Johnson down to about the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. Broderick Washington was the first man there for Baltimore. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Listen, Buffalo was tied for 3rd in the league with 32 turnovers. 32 takeaways. They have 2 tonight. I mean, this is what they live on.
Well, we talked about all the similarities between these teams. The Bills committed the fewest turnovers in the league. The Ravens were 3rd in terms of fewest turnovers, only 11 all year. 2nd down, 7. Trips left, single man right. Allen in the gun with Cook to his right side. Allen motions out to his left. Play clock is at 4. Josh waits for the snap. He's got it. He's back to pass. Allen looking. Throws over the middle. Caught by Shakir at the 15. Inside the 10 and down to the 8. Marlon Humphrey was in coverage. Chris Board made the tackle. A gain of 13. It'll be 1st and goal for Buffalo.
Again, as I talked about in the top, Khalil Shakir has forced the most missed tackles for a wide receiver and has gained an extra 171 yards in doing so. So that's a guy you want to get the ball to in space or catch it in stride to keep moving.
1st and goal from the 8. Samuel goes in motion from right to left. 2 receivers at that left side. Single man right. Allen under center. He takes the snap. He turns. He hands it off to Cook just outside the right hash. And James Cook inside the 5. Driving down to the 3. Down to the 2. Leaning. And he is down to the 1. Oh, he almost got into the end zone. He got some help from the big guys, pushing and pulling him forward all the way down to the 1. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and goal. Kyle Hamilton and Roquan Smith prevented the touchdown.
And he got some help from the biggest of the big guys, Osiris Torrance, 6'5", 350, was the one that kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And it just turns into a rugby scrum till the momentum is stopped.
Bills are changing personnel. They're going to bring the fullback Reggie Gilliam into the game. Ravens responding, making their substitutions. Allen is going to line up under center. Gilliam is right behind him. Play clock down to 2. Now at 1. Allen takes the snap, drives ahead into the end zone. Touchdown Bills. A 1-yard touchdown run for Josh Allen, and Buffalo has taken the lead. 8:49 to go in the second quarter. 13-7 Bills. They capitalize on the Jackson fumble.
And that's what we talked about at the top. What's going to be the difference in the games? What's going to change field position? 2 turnovers now. Buffalo turns that turnover into potentially 7.
Tyler Bass is on for the PAT. The MVP chants rain down on Josh Allen from the fans here at Highmark Stadium. Bass has missed some PATs this year. Snap spot. The kick is on the way. This one is right down the middle and good. 8:52 to go second quarter. Bills 14, Ravens 7. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
The College Football Playoff National Championship is here, and Sirius XM College Sports Radio brings you closer to the game.
He caught it!
All weekend long, Sirius XM Channel 84 is your home for wall-to-wall coverage of Notre Dame versus Ohio State.
Got it to the 4 and into the end zone.
Hear expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and updates live from Atlanta. We've got everything a college football fan needs. Listen exclusively on College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and stream anytime on the Sirius XM app.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Basketball season is heating up on NBA Radio.
This is a clinic by LeBron.
We break down the latest news every day.
Overrated? Do you watch the guy play? He's unstoppable.
And bring you the best games every night.
Right corner Mitchell. 3-ball. Bullseye!
And in just a few weeks, hear wall-to-wall coverage of 2025 All-Star Weekend in San Francisco. Only on Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and the Sirius XM app.
This is Peter King. Hear me all season long, every Monday night on Let's Go at 6 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
Hear the biggest stars in golf compete in the game's newest competition. TGL, presented by SoFi, is on SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio.
It's on its way. He has made it. It's a birdie.
The action continues this Tuesday when Ricky Fowler's New York Golf Club take on Justin Thomas in the Atlanta Drive at 7 p.m. Eastern. Your exclusive radio home for TGL, presented by SoFi, is SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
$8:52 to go, second quarter. Bills lead the Ravens 14-7. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Western New York. Derek Rackley down on the sidelines. Game changers. Count on Grainger for professional-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by to get what you need. Well, Mike, we've heard so many people say it during the postseason. You cannot turn the football over this time of the year. These two teams were great not turning the football over during the regular season. Two killer turnovers, though, for the Ravens in the first half so far tonight.
Just another day at the office for Buffalo. They finished the season, the regular season, plus 24. That's the best turnover ratio since New England in 2012. They're the only team since 1970 to go the first 18 games of the season without losing the turnover battle, and they're up +2 tonight.
Tyler Bass on the approach. Sends a high end-over-end kickoff. Keaton Mitchell, returnable, runs up. He's got it around the 6, across the 15, out of the 20. Angles left across the 25, outside the near numbers 30, and he's out of bounds close to the 35. So Mitchell, his third kick return of the night. First time he didn't really take a pop. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 34. Benford ran him out of bounds, and we'll see how the Ravens respond. Well, next Sunday, don't miss all the NFL excitement on Fox. It's the NFC Championship game, just like we all had at the Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. Check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL playoffs on Fox. You can also hear that game right here on Westwood One.
What a job by Washington in Detroit. Oh, boy.
Well, and we talk about the turnovers. It certainly did in the Lions last night on their home fields. Ravens will start at their own 35, first down and 10. Jackson will line up in the shotgun. He's got Henry to his left, receivers left and right. Jackson looks over the defense, motions likely from left to right. Here's the snap. Jackson back, rolling to his right, looking, pumps a couple of times, stops his feet. Now he runs across the 35, over the 40, and he's out of bounds on the far sideline right at the sticks. They're going to mark him out at the 45. That's going to be a gain of 10. Matt Milano had a shot, and Lamar Jackson got away from him, gains 10 yards, and gives the Ravens a first down.
Boy, he's unbelievable. He just looks like he's going to be tackled or stopped, and then he just breaks right through it. That could have. The refs kept the flag in their pockets on that one. Lamar was way in the white there and got taken down.
And there was some pushing and shoving after the play. 4 carries, 32 yards for Lamar Jackson. They officially gave him 11 out to the 46. First down and 10. Jackson lines up under center. I formation behind him. Single receiver to the left. There's a handoff. Henry along the left hash. Got a seam to the 50. He's into Buffalo territory. And Derrick Henry is down close to the 47-yard line. So they give it to Henry, who was bottled up early. He picks up 7 there before Dorian Williams can make the tackle. It'll be second down and 3 as the clock moves down to 7:48 to go in this first half. Bills lead it 14-7.
Yeah, this Baltimore running game is just like a sledgehammer that just keeps hitting you, and you become weaker and weaker throughout the game.
High formation again as Jackson goes under center. Receivers left and right on second down and 3. Likely goes in motion from right to left. Play clock down to 6. Jackson gets the snap, turns, hands off Henry, straight ahead, bumps into his own man, bouncing left, finds a seam, dives, and he's going to be close to a first down. Boy, Henry was hit behind the line of scrimmage, bounced off 2 different piles, and he's able to fall forward. Greg Rousseau eventually with the tackle. They're going to mark him just short. So it's a gain of 2. It'll leave a third down and about a yard.
Well, that's just size and determination right there. Just too big to be brought down.
Ball right at the 45-yard line. They don't need to get all the way to the 44. Ravens began to break the huddle, now go back into the huddle. The play clock is down to 9. And now we've got whistles, and they called the timeout. I don't know what happened there, Mike. They started towards the line of scrimmage and then went back into the huddle. And the sideline takes a timeout. First timeout called by Baltimore.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste of a timeout there. I'm not sure what happened. And they're in a position where if they don't make it, I would imagine they would go for it as well in the Buffalo territory here.
Let's check tonight's health report, sponsored by the Farmer's Dog. Fresh food for dogs delivered right to your door in pre-portioned packs. Get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. Let's head down, check in with Derek Rackley on the sideline.
Yeah, guys, I'm on the Buffalo sideline. First injury update of the game. Safety Taylor Rapp went into the injury tent. He was evaluated. He's got a hip injury. They're going to take him back to the locker room for x-rays. He was just put on the back of a cart, and he's going to be taken into the locker room. So Cole Bishop looks like he's filling in for him at the safety position. Remember, he got hurt in the first matchup.
All right, Rack, thanks very much. Quickly out of the huddle this time, Mark Andrews takes the snap and plunges forward, and he should have the first down. Again, they only needed about a half yard. Andrews did this a couple of times last week against Pittsburgh, and they will give him the first down. Well, it's something Mark Andrews has been incredibly successful at this year, taking that snap and diving forward, and he moves the sticks for Baltimore.
Yeah, he does it how Jalen Hurts does it for Philly, Josh Allen for Buffalo. It's Mark Andrews who does it for Baltimore and has been very successful.
From the Bills' 44 now, first down and 10. 14-7, Buffalo on top. Pistol formation, Henry the running back. Ricard is off to the right of Jackson. 2 receivers right, single man left. Here's the snap. Lamar pumps to his left. Backpedals, looking, taking a shot deep down the field. It is caught inside the 5. Bateman is down to the 1. Jackson unloads for Rashad Bateman, a gain of 42, and now the Ravens are on the doorstep. First down and goal.
Again, too much time to develop. He gets inside the corner and behind DeMar Hamlin. DeMar cannot let the receiver get behind him, but that's because Lamar had too much time and way too much time for that route to develop backside.
Rasul Douglas was the corner. They mark it at the 2. First down and goal. Extra offensive lineman in the game now for the Ravens. It's Ben Cleveland. Jackson lines up under center. Handoff Derrick Henry. Straight ahead into the pile, and he's got nowhere to go. Henry just could not get started there. He might have actually lost a half yard on the play. It'll be second and goal. More pushing and shoving. An official hit the ground. Well, you better be careful with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing for players to go at it, but an official got caught up in the pile there. I don't see a flag.
Yeah, he must have slipped on his own then, because if any player touched him and he went down, that player would be gone.
Well, Ronnie Stanley got tangled up with one of the D linemen, maybe Jordan Phillips, and the official went down with it.
Oh, the official was trying to break it up and just ended up going down with the pair.
Second down goal from the 3. Jackson under center takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Henry, back to pass, looking, pumps, under pressure, and he's sacked. Jackson goes down back at the 8-yard line. Greg Rousseau gets home, and now it'll be a third and goal.
I'm really surprised, Ryan, they didn't run the ball there. They were just trying to act like they were going to run with Ricard in the game, and they wanted Mark Andrews crossing in the back of the end zone, and they just had him absolutely blanketed up.
So a loss of 5 back to the 8. They had it first and goal at the 2. Now it's third and goal from the 8. 4 minutes, 3 seconds to go second quarter. Bills 14, Ravens 7. 7 on the play clock as the Ravens race to the line of scrimmage. Jackson in the shotgun, Henry to his right. 2 receivers right, including Bateman, who goes in motion to the left. Shotgun snap, Jackson back, rolling right, throws short over the middle, tip, and incomplete. Off the hands of Derrick Henry around the 5. The ball is still rolling around. DeMar Hamlin jumps on it in the end zone, but it was an incomplete pass. More pushing and shoving after the play. Taron Johnson got a hand on that one. And on 4th down, Justin Tucker and the field goal team coming out.
The offense just seems out of sync, Ryan, with getting out of the huddle, getting set, play clock running down. They don't seem to be in sync. And Derrick Henry was getting tackled at the 5-yard line there. He wasn't going to be anywhere near the end zone.
So Tucker for a 26-yard attempt. Most accurate kicker in NFL history, and this one is right down the middle and good. And the Ravens settle for 3. A reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the postseason, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 3:43 to go, second quarter. Bills 14, Ravens 10. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Mornings can all start to feel the same. It's wake up, brush your teeth, go to work. Wake up, brush your teeth, go to work every day. So if you're looking for a fresh wake-up call, look no further than Wendy's Breakfast. Try a breakfast Baconator with fresh cracked eggs, or a grilled sausage breakfast burrito, or maybe even a Honey Buddy. Doesn't matter what you go for, it's going to change your life. Okay, well, it'll at least freshen up your morning. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Hey, football fans, with BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms, 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no little league game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Back in Buffalo, where it's time now for our Fact of the Game, sponsored by Liberty Mutual.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Well, we figured that Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are going to finish 1-2 in the MVP race. If that happens, this will be the 6th time since the merger that quarterbacks finishing 1-2 in the MVP voting will have met in the playoffs. The only one of the previous 5 not in the Super Bowl will be Peyton Manning-Tom Brady matchup in the 2013 AFC Championship game. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
This was also the closest all-pro vote. Lamar Jackson first team, Josh Allen second team, since 2003 when it was Steve McNair and Peyton Manning.
Now, both guys have had amazing years. And look, there are arguments on both sides for these guys, and you really can't go wrong no matter who you vote for. The only argument I don't want to hear is Lamar Jackson already has 2, so it's Josh Allen's 2.
Absolutely.
If I hear that one more time, I'm going to throw up.
I'm with you. That's a horrible, horrible excuse to award somebody.
Jordan Stout is on to kick. It's a high end over end kick deep into the end zone, and that one is going to land just under the goalpost. On something the Ravens do, Tucker will kick off to start the game. Then they'll bring Stout in, who has a little bit bigger leg these days on kickoffs, and he drives that one through the end zone. So the Bills will start at the 30-yard line. So here we go, Mike. 3:43 to go. Bills lead by 4. They've got the ball. They'll also have to start the second half.
Yep, they'll definitely try and burn the clock here while scoring and then start the third quarter with the ball as well.
Allen will line up in the shotgun. He's got James Cook to his left. 2 receivers left, single man right. Ball is on the far side left hash. Gilliam now motions into the backfield. He stops on Allen's left hip. Allen waits, gets the snap. He's back to pass. He's looking. He's got time. He swings it out right side. It's caught by Cook. He's got a block. It's across the 35. And James Cook is out to about the 37-yard line. So Gilliam threw that block. Malik Harrison made the tackle. Gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
That was a great job of Josh Allen looking left the whole time at a receiver running down on Matt Collins running down the sideline. The defense leaned that way, and then they had wide open on the right.
Alec Anderson back in jumbo formation for the Bills. 2nd down and 3 from their own 37. Receivers left and right. Allen lines up in the shotgun. He's motioning to Keon Coleman. He wants him to go out wide to the left. Play clock is down to 5. Now Matt Collins is running to the right. Allen now walks up under center. Play clock is down to 1. Allen gets the snap. Toss play. Running off the right side. Davis across the 40, 45, out to the 50, and run out of bounds with a first down all the way down to the Ravens 47. Nate Wiggins ran him out of bounds, but it turns into a big play after it looked like the Bills were totally discombobulated. And gain of 16 for Davis.
And again, against the #1 run defense in the league, in the Baltimore Ravens.
Now, the Bills have had success running the ball so far in this first half. That's 62 yards already on the ground for Buffalo. First down and 10. Allen's going to line up under center. He's got receivers left and right. Davis is the single back. Here's the snap. Allen will hand it off. Davis, big hole, left side, breaks the tackle down to the 40, up ended around the 38, close to a first down. Let's see, they may give it to him. Looked like they had him spotted short initially, but that official just walked past the sticks. It's going to be a gain of 10. Travis Jones had a shot, couldn't bring him down, and Rain Davis did the rest for a gain of 10.
Plenty of time, 2 minutes, 3 timeouts to burn the clock, get a score, and have the ball in the third quarter.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, sponsored by Lionsgate. Flight Risk stars Mark Wahlberg as a psychotic villain, a role we haven't seen him play in almost 3 decades. This movie is one hell of an action thrill ride, the kind of movie you must experience in the theater. 2 minutes to go first half. Bills 14, Ravens 10. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Mayday. We've been compromised. The pilot's a hitman.
I knew you were going to be fun.
This Friday. Tell me how to fly this thing.
Mark Wahlberg. You know what the difference between me and you is? You're going to die.
Don't shoot him, we need him!
Y'all need a pilot?
Flight Risk. Rated R.
Sponsored by Lionsgate.
You and your money are outside again, because new McValue at McDonald's gets you more than you expect. Buy a sausage burrito and add a sausage McMuffin for just $1. Go ahead, money. Get more than you expect with new McValue. Prices and participation may vary. Valid per item of equal or lesser value.
Welcome to NFL Flag. In this game, there's a position for everyone. No matter who you are.
Let's go! Throw what you got!
Lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out on the field, and start having fun. This is flag football, and this game is our game. Visit NFL.com to find a league and get playing today.
1, 2, 3, let's play!
What's better than 1 win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get 1 line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Tonight's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One is sponsored in part by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by Granger, by Navy Federal Credit Union, by Wrangler, by GoodRx, and by the official NFL app. Two minutes to go, first half in Buffalo. Bills on top of the Ravens by a score of 14-10. On that last run by Ray Davis, replay chimed in. They moved the football just shy of the first down marker. So it's a gain of 9. It's 2nd down and 1. The ball is at the 38-yard line of the Ravens. Now in the lineup under center, 2 receivers right, 1 left. James Cook in there as the single running back. Allen takes the snap, turns, hands it off Cook straight ahead, and James Cook has a first down to the 35-yard line. Michael Pierce with the tackle. It's a gain of 3, and that'll move the sticks. Along with Mike Golick and Derek Rackley, I'm Ryan Radke here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax.
Again, Baltimore leads the NFL in run defense at 80 yards a game, and I think Buffalo's in the area 73-74. They're almost at that, and it's not even halftime.
Clock running down to 90 seconds to go. Bills have all 3 timeouts. 2 receivers left and right. Allen in the gun with Cook to his left. Shotgun snap. Allen back, swings it out left side. Caught by Shakir. Runs along the numbers, and he's down to about the 31 before Tavius Robinson can make the tackle. That'll go as a gain of 4. And now a stoppage. Let's see who called timeout. It was Baltimore that took the timeout, so that's their second. They have 1 remaining. Clock stops with 1 minute and 16 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bills 14, Ravens 10. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
It's better over here.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
What does it feel like to file with TaxSlayer and get your guaranteed maximum refund? It feels like the last level of a video game, facing off against the final boss who stands between you and your refund.
All your refund has belonged to me.
Using the power of TaxSlayer like a secret power-up he doesn't see coming.
Only the most tax confident can defeat me.
Throwing your laptop at his video game face and watching him crumble into a giant pile of shiny coin tax refunds.
Oh, not fair. You use TaxSlayer.
Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
A reminder to stay with us for the NFL playoffs on Westwood One Halftime Report, sponsored by Wendy's. The great Scott Graham recaps game 1 of today's divisional round doubleheader, a win for the Eagles over the Rams. Freshen up your morning breakfast with Wendy's breakfast, like a breakfast baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's. 1:18 to go here in the first half. Bills 14, Ravens 10. Bills have a second down and 6 at the Baltimore 31. Allen in the shotgun, Cook to his left, 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Allen gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Cook. Runs out to the left hash, and he runs right into the waiting arms of Michael Pierce. And the Ravens are going to take another timeout. Cook that time just got back to the line of scrimmage. Ravens spend their final timeout to stop it with 1:13 to go. And it's going to be a 3rd down and medium. They're going to call it 3rd and 5. They're going to give Cook a half yard on that play.
So right here, it's about a 48-yard field goal. I mean, Bass has kicked a 61-yarder, but still, it's not perfect conditions out here. If there's any wind at all, it would be a little bit at his back. It'll be interesting if Buffalo runs a play here now that Baltimore is out of timeouts, and if they don't get the first down, just let the clock run down to be as low as it can before Baltimore would get the ball back.
Well, the unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. You also talk about the length of the field goal, Mike. You wonder if the Bills were to pick up 3 or 4 yards here, would they go for it on 4th down? They've been one of the top teams in the NFL all year on 4th down.
And they have all 3 of their timeouts.
Allen's going to line up in the shotgun here with Ty Johnson to his right. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Shakir, who had been in the right slot, motions to the left. Allen leans toward the line of scrimmage. Points with his right hand. Play clock down to 9. Allen gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Throwing deep. Down the left sideline. Incomplete. Lot of contact. No flag. Now it comes out.
Well,
boy, Keon Coleman was the intended receiver. Tre'Davious White, the former Bill, was in coverage. White is going to get called for the penalty.
Interference. Number 25. Defense. False places respond to foul. Automatic first down.
No, that's one way to do it as well. Just throw it up deep. I don't know if I agree with that call. They both had their hands on one another. Both were looking back at the ball. I completely disagree with that call.
I got to tell you, I think that is the second really big miss by this officiating crew in the first half.
The holding on Deion Dawkins, and then that was not defensive pass interference.
I mean, Keon Coleman initiated all of the contact and then shoved White to the ground.
That was a horrible call.
So move it down to the 12, first down and 10. Allen under center takes the snap, handoff Cook, runs out to the right hash. He's across the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. Nate Wiggins, the corner, made the tackle. It's a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Clock moving down to 56 seconds to go. Again, the Bills have all 3 of their timeouts.
Now, barring getting a turnover, which Baltimore would love to do, their whole goal here is to hold Buffalo to a field goal attempt and go into the locker room down 1 score.
Allen will line up in the shotgun. Bills are going to go empty. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ty Johnson wide to the left, outside the numbers. Allen looks to that side. Play clock down to 9. Allen motions with his right hand. Motions with that right hand again, now with his left. Gets the shotgun snap. He's going to keep it running straight ahead. Allen down to about the 6, breaks the tackle, spins inside the 5, and he's down to the 4-yard line. So Allen picks up 4. Kyle Hamilton with the tackle. The Bills will take a timeout with 19 seconds showing on the game clock.
And again, they can get a first down. They can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Another set of downs with another timeout. Not time for a ton of plays, but at least they don't have to get to the end zone.
Well, you talked about earlier, Mike, how slippery Lamar Jackson is. Allen is the same way, but also has that power element to his game that makes him so hard.
Yeah, he can bounce off of you as you're trying to hit him. And again, he had Deion Dawkins, a big left tackle, leading him up through. They love that quarterback power play with Dawkins leading.
Now they put 1 second back on the clock, so it's at 20 seconds. It's 3rd and 2. The Bills still with 2 timeouts, so obviously they can still run the ball here.
Yep.
They're changing personnel. They're going to bring Dawson Knox into the game. Mac Hollins is going to jog back onto the field. Ball in between the hash marks of the 4-yard line. 3rd down and 2. Allen will line up in the shotgun. Ty Johnson is the running back to his right. Khalil Shakir is just in front of him in the backfield. Coleman splits out wide left. Allen waits, gets the snap. Allen keeps it up the middle, powering to the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown Bills. The 2nd touchdown run of the first half for Allen. This one from 4 yards out. And with 16 seconds to go before intermission, the Bills lead 20-10.
You just talked about it, Ryan. The power, the difference in the running, in the quarterback running, the power of Josh Allen ran through the arm tackle of 338-pound Travis Jones. Just ran right through the arm tackle.
The MVP chants reign again as Tyler Bass comes on for the PAT. Snap spot. Here's the kick from Bass. It is up. It is good. And a 21-10 Buffalo lead with 16 seconds to go in the half. And Mike, that could not have been done any better than the Bills. Yes, aided by a questionable penalty call, but they did exactly what they wanted to do.
Well, it's been one call against Buffalo and one call for Buffalo, but 2 just bad calls.
Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn graduate and undergraduate certificates online with University of Maryland Global Campus. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev. 9 plays, 70 yards, 3:27 off the clock. Josh Allen with a 4-yard touchdown run. The Bills have taken a 21-10 lead.
I mean, think of that. There was 3:43 left in the half. They had up 3:27, 16 seconds to go. They score a touchdown and start with the ball in the 3rd quarter. Could not have worked better for Buffalo.
Well, just a brilliant job by this Bills team. 9-0 at home this year. The Bills' record for home wins in a single season is 10. That came back in 1990. And a win here tonight would send them to Kansas City and a rematch with the Chiefs. Tyler Bass to kick it away. On the approach, an end-over-end kick. Keaton Mitchell backing up. Will have a chance to return. Got it to the 2. Across the 5 to the 10. 15 up to the 20. A little seam to the 25 over the 30. And Mitchell is out to about the 33-yard line with 9 seconds remaining in the half. Jamarcus Ingram made the tackle. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
Hear every game all season long with your hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app. With SiriusXM, wherever you are, your team plays here.
9 seconds to go. Lamar Jackson takes a snap, drops to his knee, and both teams will head to the locker room. The fans in Buffalo on their feet. Their team up by 11, 21-10, Bills.
And I tell you, Buffalo is going to come out, and they are going to try and play smash-mouth football like we thought Baltimore would do. Control the ball, control the clock in the second half, up 2 scores.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Bills 21 and the Ravens 10. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios with the halftime report. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected. Also, you forgot to renew your website domain, and now you're in a bidding war.
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room, and now everything smells weird.
All right.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Welcome to the NFL Playoffs Halftime Report on Westwood One. Sponsored by Wendy's. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast. Like a breakfast baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's. Now, here's your host, Scott Graham.
From our Westwood One studios, second half of our divisional doubleheader, and we have reached halftime in Buffalo right now with the Bills dominating in this first half, leading by a score of 21-10. Let's take a look back at what happened in game number 1. That was in Philadelphia today, and in even snowier conditions than we're seeing in Buffalo right now. Eagles hosting the L.A. Rams, a team they had beaten earlier in the year when Saquon Barkley ran for 255 yards. How would it go today? Well, Eagles got a touchdown run from Jalen Hurts to start things off, but the Rams tied the score on a drive and a Tyler Higbee touchdown catch at the 6:32 mark of the first quarter. That's when the Eagles answered back. It took them only 3 plays, and the guy who went big twice out in L.A. against the Rams defense did it again today.
The play of the first, 3rd down and 4. It's a handoff, open lane. Barkley explodes. Barkley down the right sideline. Will anybody catch him? No! Touchdown! Saquon Barkley electrified. 62 yards to the house. Eagles regain the lead.
I'd Eagle with the call right here on Westwood One, and the Eagles did regain the lead and hold that lead for basically the rest of the ball game. As it turned out, this was a tight game in the third quarter. Jalen Hurts got dinged up and ultimately sacked in the end zone. Late in the third, the Rams got within 16-15. But the Rams fumbled the ball twice to the Eagles in the fourth quarter, both resulting in Jake Elliott field goals. It was a 22-15 Philadelphia lead late in the fourth quarter when Philly got it back after a punt. Then it was time for the Eagles to try to put this one away with our Wrangler highlight of the game.
22-yard line, that's where Philadelphia opens up. Handoff, it's Barkley running to the left. Barkley gets by everybody! Saquon Barkley is gone! Touchdown! On a snowy Louis Sunday. Saquon Barkley has dominated for the Eagles. 28-15, Philly.
Ball game, right? Not quite, because LA did have time and they had 3 timeouts. Matthew Stafford led them on a 10-play, 70-yard drive, throwing a touchdown pass with 2:48 to go, and then after a defensive hold, the Rams got it back, and even in the snow and with no timeouts, they moved the ball deep into Eagles territory inside the red zone. It came down for one more shot for Matthew Stafford to try to get his team over the top on 4th down.
We're down to 38 seconds left. Rams break the huddle. 4th down and 11. Stafford takes the snap. Looking. Stafford throws to the right side. It's incomplete. Philadelphia's going to hold on. Intended for Nakua. The celebration starts in the city of brotherly love.
You can call that the co-highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. Here's to the early risers, the go-getters. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Eagles hold on, and they punch their ticket to the NFC Championship game, which they will host next week against the Washington Commanders. 28-22, the final score in this one. When you take a look at what the Eagles accomplished in this ball game, they continue to be a very difficult team to beat at home, despite the fact that they were outgained in this ball game by more than 52 yards. Nick Sirianni talking about what his team accomplished today after the game.
Excited, but like I said to the team, that just makes you more hungry to continue on. That's a great football team. We found a way in the midst of adversity. We embraced the adversity. We played championship defense. And it takes everybody and every single body in that room, and we're excited to move on. But all that did was make us hungry to keep going.
Saquon Barkley, 26 carries, 205 yards, an Eagles franchise postseason record, and one of the best ever in the NFL in a postseason game with 2 scores to boot. So Philly, as we said, will host the NFC Championship game. For the Rams, they got very close. Matthew Stafford threw for 324 yards. And 2 touchdowns in this ball game, but there was a lot that the team was facing today, and Sean McVay realizes there's a lot of emotion too.
Man, football, it can bring you the highest of highs, and man, it can bring you the lowest of lows. But today's a tough one because of the love and appreciation you have for all the people in that locker room. For that team, I'll always be grateful. You don't minimize how difficult it is to put yourself in positions where you're on the precipice of hosting an NFC championship, and I think we all wanted that a lot, and it didn't go down for us today.
And so that game is in the books. 1 more to go. Our halftime score in our final divisional game, Buffalo 21, Baltimore 10. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Every match from the English Premier League is now available on the SiriusXM app.
If you like soccer, you are in the right place.
Every unforgettable moment.
Simply sensational.
Every heartbreaking result.
Just goes from horribly bad to even worse.
Every statement win.
This is the place where dreams come true.
Don't miss a match of the EPL. Listen to the English Premier League on the SiriusXM app. For a complete schedule, go to SiriusXM.com/EPL.
Tune to SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
This is Bill Belichick. Hear me break down the week in the NFL every Monday night on Let's Go, 6 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
Ride along as SiriusXM NFL Radio hits the road. It all starts at the Senior Bowl, checking out the future stars of the NFL.
That's a great read by Jackson Dart.
Then off to Orlando, Florida for the Pro Bowl games.
Caught! Jamar Chase with a touchdown!
Yeah. And finally, a stop in New Orleans for coverage all week through Super Bowl 59.
We actually did what we said we were going to do, and I couldn't be more happy for my guys.
Nobody covers the National Football League like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One from the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Scott Graham. Your small business keeps you on the go. Progressive Commercial Insurance keeps your policy within reach with our easy-to-use mobile app. Learn more at Progressive.com. 11-point game in Buffalo right now. Don't forget, next week we've got Championship Sunday coming your way. It begins with the NFC Championship. The Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be followed by the AFC Championship game. The winner of this one against the Kansas City Chiefs. Our coverage on many of these same stations begins at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The NFL Playoff Halftime Report on Westwood One has been sponsored by Wendy's. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast, like a breakfast Baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's. Our halftime score, Buffalo 21, Baltimore 10. When we return, Ryan Ratke and Mike Golick have the second half kickoff. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Hey, football fans, with BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms, 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Ryan Ratke, Mike Golick back in Buffalo, where the Bills lead the Ravens 21-10. Let's check the halftime stats, sponsored by Indeed. You don't need a job site, you need a hiring platform. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Well, the Ravens outgained the Bills 182-155 in the first half, but the biggest stat is probably this. The Bills outrushing the Ravens 87-73. Josh Allen finished that first half 5 of 7 for 69 yards. He did his damage on the ground. 5 carries, 15 yards, but 2 touchdowns for Allen. Ray Davis also had a touchdown run. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson 6 of 10 for 123 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Derrick Henry was held to 8 carries for 21 yards. 2 big turnovers by Baltimore in that first half.
Yeah, the difference has definitely been the turnovers for Baltimore and the rushing attack. The rushing attack for Buffalo has been excellent, and quite honestly, the defense for Buffalo has been excellent in stopping the Baltimore run and forcing the 2 turnovers. As I mentioned, plus 24 in the regular season. Hasn't been that good since 2012 in the New England Patriots.
Let's check in downstairs with our sideline reporter, Derek Rackley.
Yeah, guys, Sean McDermott's saying he's pleased with the way they played in the first half. They need to keep doing what they're doing and control the line of scrimmage on defense in the second half. As you mentioned, Derrick Henry, 8 carries, 21 yards. John Harbaugh, on the other hand, not happy with scoring just 10 points in the first half. And when asked what he said to Lamar Jackson at halftime, he said, nothing. I don't need to say anything to him. He's a competitor, and he's ready to go as we get ready for the second half of action here in Buffalo. All
right, Derek, thanks very much. And look, I know it's a cliche, but this is a really big drive now coming up in this game. The Bills got the ball late in the first half. They went down. They scored a touchdown. They've got an 11-point lead. If they find a way to go right down the field again, is it impossible for Baltimore to come back? No, but it would put the Ravens in a real world of hurt on the road.
It really would. Now, these two teams are second and third in the league in scoring, both a little over 30 points a game, so they have the ability. Obviously, Buffalo is closer to 30 than Baltimore is, but I agree with you. I think Buffalo's going to come out and try and run the ball and establish that. Baltimore has to get back to what they did best in the regular season, and that was stop the run.
The Ravens in the regular season allowed 18.5 points per game to playoff teams. It was the fewest in the NFL. 21 allowed already in the first half tonight. Not to mention the rushing yards. Again, Baltimore only gives up 80 yards a game, 87 already for Buffalo on the ground. Time for the start of the second half, sponsored by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, go to GoodRx.com or download the free GoodRx app. Jordan Stout will kick it away from our right to our left. Ravens in the white uniforms, black helmets. Bills in the blue jerseys, white pants, and white helmets. Ty Johnson back deep along with Ray Davis as Jordan Stout hits a high end-over-end kick. This one will be returnable at the goal line. It's taken by Davis across the 5 to the 10, out of the 15, up to the 20, and he's out to the 25-yard line before he is taken down there by Christian Welch, and that's where the Bills will start first down and 10.
Yeah, I agree. Big series coming out of the gate. Baltimore or Buffalo worked the end of the half to perfection, driving down for a touchdown, not leaving Baltimore any time, and then now starting out with the ball. I'm always interested to see what kind of changes, X's and O-wise, teams do at halftime.
Highest designed run percentage plays for the Bills in the first half this year. They obviously saw something they thought they could take advantage of against this Baltimore defense. Allen will go under center with an offset eye behind him. Single receiver to the left. Extra offensive lineman of the game. Here's a toss play. Cook running out to the right side looking for a crease. Can't find one. He is bottled up right around the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a yard to the 26. Roquan Smith, Malik Harrison combined on the tackle. That'll bring up second down and 9.
Again, as I mentioned, Buffalo uses jumbo package and extra linemen the most of any team in the NFL. They have 13 touchdowns and 5.8 yards per play, both number one in the NFL. They ran it a few times here tonight without much success.
By the way, that's the first time we've mentioned the name of Roquan Smith tonight, the 3-time first-team All-Pro. Usually a guy that is in the middle of everything for the Baltimore Ravens. Now the lineup in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, single man right. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Allen back, looking to his left, bouncing in the pocket. Now throws down the right side. Numbers incomplete. Diving attempt made by Dalton Kincaid. It was off his chest. Kyle Hamilton was in coverage, and that'll bring up a third down and 9.
Baltimore is not a blitzing team either, and that time they did blitz, and it was absolutely picked up by Buffalo. Josh Allen had all kinds of time.
Roquan Smith finally got in there and made Allen give the football up. Could not complete that pass to Kincaid, and now a third down and 9. Ty Johnson checks in as the running back. 2 receivers go to the left, 2 receivers go to the right. Allen back in the shotgun. Johnson to his left, brings Shakir in motion from the right. Allen hands in front of his chest, gets the snap. Blitz coming up the middle. Allen under pressure, rolling right, gets away from Wiggins, has to throw it away, incomplete. Nate Wiggins was in his face. Roquan Smith was right behind him. Josh Allen had to give it up, and for the first time tonight, the Bills go 3 and out.
That was a nice disguise blitz that time. Again, 2 plays in a row. They blitzed. They got Josh Allen on the run to throw it away. So a big feather in the cap for the Baltimore defense to start out the third quarter.
Carl Sheffer is making the announcement there will be no intentional grounding on that play, as Allen was able to get the ball in the neighborhood of a wide receiver. So Sam Martin is on to punt. Steven Sims standing back at his own 25-yard line waiting to return. So the Ravens defense did their job. Now can the offense follow suit? Martin standing and waiting. Reed Ferguson a chest-high snap. Kick is away. High spiraling kick. Sims backing up to his left. He's got it at the 20-yard line. Makes the first man miss. Cuts across the 25 up to the 30, 35. And Sims an ankle tackle at the 36 by Ty Johnson. So a nice return by Steven Sims of 16 after a 54-yard punt. And the Ravens will have good field position when we return with 13:48 to go in the third quarter. It's the Bills 21, the Ravens 10. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
The clock's gonna run out. The ultimate upset has happened.
The countdown is up.
Yes!
For the craziest.
Oh my goodness!
Surprising.
Banks at home.
Most unpredictable tournament in all of sports.
Long 3 for the win. Banks at home. Banks at home.
Get ready from the first 4 to the final 4.
Let's go!
Let's go! March Madness lives on Sirius XM. The College Football National Championship is on Sirius XM. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish look to capture their first title since 1988.
The Irish are going to play for a national championship.
While Ohio State tries to win its first championship in a decade.
Jeremiah Smith with another magical catch.
Hear the national broadcast tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern on Channel 80. The Ohio State Call is on Channel 81. The Notre Dame broadcast and expert analysis is on College Sports Radio Channel 84 and on the Sirius XM app.
I mean, I could talk forever. Gift of the gab, baby.
This is Mad Dog Sports Radio, featuring the one and only Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Can you imagine if that kind of thing happened today? I'd be screaming for months.
He's loud.
They won championships.
He's passionate.
Ratings, advertising, it's all a cesspool. You're not going to change it.
And he's talking football with you.
That's a football team.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed.
Anybody who asks knows I'm 100% right.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel
82.
Catch the best basketball coverage on Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86.
Jaylen Brown drives, bounce pass to the corner. Tatum drives, baseline, strong two-hand play.
Every day we bring you the latest headlines, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews with the players, coaches, and legends of the game.
We're now joined by best Laker of all time. It's Magic Johnson.
Nick Nurse, head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, joins us.
Plus, catch live play-by-play action you won't hear anywhere else. Tune in on NBA Radio Channel 86 or the Sirius XM app.
Golick here in the Granger broadcast booth at Highmark Stadium. Derek Rackley is down in the 17-degree conditions on the sideline. At work, every day is game day. Give your crew an edge with Granger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry when you call at Granger.com or just stop by. Ravens trail 21-10, 13:48 to go third quarter. They'll start this drive first and 10 at their own 36. Jackson under center takes the snap, back on a play fake, looking right, throws right, incomplete. In the neighborhood of Nelson Aguilar, but when Jackson came out of his play fake, he had a couple of blue jerseys in his face, led by Ed Oliver. It'll be second down at 10.
Well, we saw that against Pittsburgh, actually a run fake to Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson run it because T.J. Watt or an edge rusher crashed down. Here, the Bills are staying home. They're not giving Lamar Jackson area to run outside or to roll out right and have space.
Derrick Henry, 8 carries, 21 yards in the game. He's on the sideline here. Justice Hill checks in at running back. Trips right, single man left. Jackson to the gun on second and 10. Gets the snap, fires right, caught by Andrews just outside the hash marks. He's out to the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. Cole Bishop with the tackle. He's in there for Taylor Rapp. And now a third down and 5.
I'll tell you what, a nice tackle by Cole Bishop. One-on-one on big Mark Andrews. I mean, a 5-yard gain, and Andrews caught the ball at 5 yards. He didn't get any extra yards at all. That was a nice defensive play.
Bishop's second-round pick out of Utah. 3-time All-Pac-12 pick when he was in college. Third down, 5 from the 41. Jackson lines up with a shotgun with Hill to his right. Likely in motion from right to left. 3 receivers to that side. Play clock down to 6 as Jackson walks toward the line of scrimmage. Falls back into the gun. Play clock down to 2. Jackson gets the snap. Back to pass. Has time. Steps up. Looking. Throws right side. Wide open. Andrews makes the catch. Cuts out to the sideline on the far side. Out of bounds at the 50. A first down. Rasul Douglas made the tackle. Gain of 9. Jackson, given time, finds his tight end, Mark Andrews, to move the sticks.
Yeah, he was in the pocket, had time. And again, when you have time for the play to develop, especially on a crossing route, normally you're going to get a guy open.
Ravens go up tempo. Jackson takes the snap. Handoff Justice Hill running right. Cuts it up outside the hash marks. Breaks a tackle 45. He's down to the 40. That's going to be a first down for Hill. A 10-yard run. Bishop made the tackle. So a quick snap, and Justice Hill quickly bursting through. They'll give him 11 on another Ravens first down.
Justice Hill has had more success running than Derrick Henry has. He's been using moves and getting free and really stutter stepping to find a space and a hole.
From the Buffalo 39, first down and 10. Clock moving, 12:04 to go third quarter, 21-10 Buffalo. Pistol formation, Henry is the back, receivers left and right. Jackson waits, gets the snap, turns, hands off Henry, off the right side. Henry has a crease down to the 35-30, and Derrick Henry's got a first down. Down to the 28 before DeMar Hamlin could make the tackle. 11 yards for Henry, and finally, for the first time tonight, that Ravens ground game is getting some traction.
And what a changeup with Justice Hill, like I said, kind of stutter stepping, finding a hole, and Derrick Henry just a straight train wreck going straight ahead.
Henry checks out, Hill back in. 1st and 10 from the Bills' 27. Pistol formation. 2 in the backfield. Ricard now motions to the left end of the line. Now Jackson walks up under center. Brings Sims in motion from the left. Takes the snap. Here's a pitch. Hill running left. Looking for a lane. Can't find one. Drop back at the 30. A.J. Epinesa stayed home. Hill tried to juke him. Couldn't do it. They'll mark him officially at the 29. It's a loss of 2.
What a great job by Epinesa, not giving up the outside. You have contained. You be the outside, control the outside edge. And that's exactly what he did. Good arm extension, came off the block well. Nice tackle.
10:50 to go, third quarter, 21-10 Buffalo. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. 2nd down, 12, pistol formation again. Now Hill will move off to Jackson's left. Trips right, single man left. Jackson in the shotgun, gets the snap, back to pass, blitz coming, throws over the middle, incomplete. He had Andrews at the 24, but that ball was high and away. Taron Johnson came untouched. And now it'll be a 3rd down and 12 for the Ravens.
Again, the Bills are not a big blitzing team, just like Baltimore, but Taron Johnson comes with the free rush, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen. That's on the quarterback to get the ball out of his hands, but it was off target to an open Mark Andrews.
Ravens 5 of 6 on 3rd down tonight, but this is a big one, 3rd down and 12. Jackson in the gun with Hill to his left. 2 receivers go to the right, single man left. Jackson back in the shotgun with a play clock down to 4. Hill motions out to the left, play clock now at 1. Jackson wants the snap. He's got it, and nope, they're going to blow it dead. Jackson being chased and is pulled down by Johnson back at the 45, but they blew that play dead. There was a flag thrown.
Delay of game, number 8. Offense, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
No, we've seen this a couple of times tonight, Mike, where the Ravens just seem like they've been confused.
Absolutely right. Whether it was formation, realignment, or play clock, they have not been in sync tonight.
So that'll cost them 5. It moves it back to the 34. And that is significant as well, because if you're thinking about a field goal, this just became a much tougher kick, especially in these conditions.
Yeah, you're looking at a 52-yarder. And Tucker kicking this way was barely making 50-yarders in warm-up.
3rd down, 17. Jackson in the shotgun with Hill to his left. Dime package for Buffalo defensively. 2 receivers left and right. Shotgun snap. Jackson back. Looks, throws short left. That's caught on the numbers by Bateman at the 30. Takes a shot, and he's down at the 29. Matt Milano applied the hit. That's well short of the 1st down, and that will bring out Tucker and the field goal team.
So that was, Ryan, that was a play just to make the field goal a little bit shorter. As I said, it would have been a 52-yarder. He was just clearing the uprights at 50 yards in warm-up. Now we're looking at a 47-yarder.
Tucker's long this year of 56. He missed 8 field goals this year. It has not been a vintage Justin Tucker season. This kick will come from the left hash. Stout, the punter, will hold. Tucker says he's ready. Snap, spot. The kick from Tucker is on the way. It's end over end, and it is good. Justin Tucker drills it down the middle, and that brings the Ravens within 8. With 9:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter, it's now the Bills 21 and the Ravens 13. And with that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. You are listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Navy Federal Credit Union can help you dominate debt with a 0% intro APR on credit card balance transfers for 12 months. And right now, you could get $250 when you spend $2,500 using a Cash Rewards or Cash Rewards Plus card. Visit NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. After the intro rate expires, variable APRs are 15.15% to 18% based on credit worthiness. Rates are subject to change. ATM fees for cash advances are up to $1 at non-Navy Federal ATM.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to Highmark Stadium in Western New York, along with Mike Golick and Derek Rackley. I'm Ryan Radke, and together with Navy Federal Credit Union, we'd like to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One, and give an extra special shout-out to the over 1 million men and women in uniform stationed around the world in military bases and ships at sea, defending our nation. Navy Federal Credit Union proudly serves the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. And we certainly appreciate all those folks that are sacrificing their time and their lives to defend our nation so that we can come here and watch football on a chilly night in Buffalo.
Absolutely right. All thanks to the men and women that are serving, and certainly who have served as well. If they're serving and listening to this game and we can bring a smile to their face, if their team is winning or their team is doing well, then we're happy.
Well, Bills fans are happy right now with a 21-13 lead, 9:47 to go, third quarter. Now for the Ravens, they did what they had to do to start the half. They forced a 3-and-out. They got points. Wasn't a touchdown, but they got the field goal. They're back within one score. Still a lot of time to go in this game.
Absolutely big. Let's see what Buffalo can do now. As they punted you're right, their first possession of the third quarter. Can they get something going?
Stout will kick it away. Davis and Johnson back deep. There's not a lot of wind here in the stadium tonight. What wind there is seems to be in the face of Stout. His last kickoff, normally he just booms them through the end zone. His last one was returnable right at the goal line. Stout steps it off. Takes a big deep breath. On the approach, swings his right foot into the football and drills this one. That is way back to the back line of the end zone, and it clears that back line by about 5 yards. Let's head downstairs, check in with Derek Rackley.
Yeah, guys, I'm behind the Baltimore sidelines as I'm standing right behind Lamar Jackson, and his quarterbacks coach, T. Martin, came up to him just talking a little bit about adjustments. A lot of the offensive players down here just looking at the surface talents, trying to figure out what they're going to attack on their next offensive possession. As you mentioned, good start, getting a stop on defense, offense, putting some points on the board, but a lot of time left in this game. There's no panic on the Ravens sidelines as it stands right now.
All right, Rack, thanks very much. First down and 10, Bills at their own 30-yard line, moving left to right here in the third quarter. Ball is on the near side right hash. Allen goes under center, takes the snap, back on a play fake, sets his feet, has time, checks it down left side, caught by Cook outside the numbers. And James Cook taken down at the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. Kyle Hamilton with the tackle, and that'll bring up second down and 7. You know, one thing, Mike, talked about the way the Bills have run the football tonight. Their offensive line has done a great job. They've given up the fewest sacks in the league this year. You watch Bills games, we see that a lot. Josh Allen just bouncing in the pocket with all day to throw.
Yeah, giving up the least amount of sacks and had the least amount of giveaways as well. I mean, the offense were doing a great job of that this year, but especially of protecting Josh Allen.
Second down, 7 from the 33. Two receivers left and right. Shotgun snap, quick pass right side, caught by Shakir outside the numbers, hit around the ankles, and brought down. A great play by Ardarius Washington. Grabbed Shakir around the ankles and would not let go. Gain of about 1.5 yards. And that'll bring up third down and medium.
That is purely one-on-one. I think my guy can beat your guy. And Ardarius Washington, who became a full-time starter Week 11 with this defense, really turned their season around. A great one-on-one tackle.
Bills 2 of 5 on third down of the game. This is third down and 5. 6 DBs in the game for the Ravens. Allen in the shotgun, trips to the left, single man right. Shakir comes in short motion from the left. Allen gets the snap. He's back to pass. He looks, he throws short right. That's caught by Curtis Samuel. First down across the 40 and out to the 43. Nate Wiggins in coverage made the tackle. Perfect throw by Allen, dropping it out to Curtis Samuel to move the sticks for the Bills.
And good thing he put a little air on that because Samuel kind of slipped coming out of the break, but was able to catch up to that ball because it wasn't really zipped in there. He just slipped a little bit. I thought it might have thrown the timing off of the pass, but it didn't.
Well, that's where all those reps in practice throughout the year come into play, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Knowing your guy, just flipping that ball out there and right on the money. First down and 10 from the 43. Gain of 8 on that completion. Single receiver to the right. Extra offensive lineman in the game. Allen gets the snap. Handoff Cook running to the left hash. And he runs into a wall of white jerseys at the line of scrimmage. Tavius Robinson, Broderick Washington were there. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second and 10. Welcome to NFL Flag, where there's a position for everyone. This game is our game. Visit NFLflag.com to find a league today.
Yeah, the Baltimore run defense is playing like the number one run defense, at least this half. They certainly did in the first half. going to force Buffalo to the air a little bit more.
Second down 10 from the 43. Allen lines up in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right. Cook in the backfield to his left. Play clock down to 7. Allen gets the snap. He's back to pass. He looks. He throws over the middle. Caught by Shakir, who's grabbed and tackled immediately up at about the 47, maybe the 48. Roquan Smith made the tackle. Call it a gain of about 4.5. And now third down coming up.
Again, you mentioned it, just 14 sacks given up by this Buffalo offensive line. That's a tribute to them, obviously, and Josh Allen getting rid of the ball quickly.
Third down 5 from the 48. Bills will go with 3 receivers left, single man right. Allen lines up in the shotgun with Johnson to his right. Now he flexes out wide to the right side, right behind Keon Coleman. Play clock down to 8. Allen gets the snap. Quick throw, left side, caught by the tight end, and that is going absolutely nowhere. That ball was caught by Dawson Knox, and Kyle Van Noy was right there, drilled him and drove him backwards. No gain on the play. 4th and 5, and the Bills will punt. What an outstanding play by the Ravens D on third down.
Well, you think Kyle Van Noy is going to be an edge rusher, but he reads and reacts to the play quickly and gets out there and pursues, forces Buffalo their second drive, and now 2 punts.
Sam Martin is on to punt. Steven Sims waiting just inside the 10-yard line. Clock moving down to 5 minutes and 43 seconds to go in this third quarter. Martin stands back, waiting. Play clock melting down here. Reed Ferguson, the long snapper, is over the football. Ferguson will send it back. Perfect snap. Nose of the football dropped. An end-over-end punt hit. Sims moving right. Signals fair catch. Lets it bounce over his head. It hits at the 10. Takes a big hop and goes into the end zone. And that'll be a touchback. Good decision by Steven Sims. And the Ravens will have it at the 20-yard line when we return. With 5:21 to go in the third quarter, it's the Bills 21, the Ravens 13. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
T-Mobile 5G home internet keeps getting better. Get our fastest connection loaded with benefits. Get T-Mobile's best home internet starting at $55 a month with auto pay and any voice line. Plus, Price Lock. We won't raise your rate on internet. Check availability at T-Mobile.com/home internet.
Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Guarantees regular monthly rate plan price of fixed wireless 5G internet data with qualifying service. After $15 bill credit with postpaid voice line plus $5 a month without auto pay with debit or bank account. Regulatory fees included for qualifying accounts. $35 connection charge applies. Speeds vary due to factors affecting cellular networks.
Hey, football fans, with BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms, 21 years of age and older. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply by February 12th and get your application fee waived. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, along with more than 135 degrees and certificates in in-demand fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Gain the skills and credentials you need to achieve your career goals. Get your application fee waived through February 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams winter sale and get 30% off paints and stains January 17th through the 27th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only, some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Don't forget to join us Sunday, February 9th for Super Bowl 59. The great Kevin Harlan, the Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, Gene Steratore, Devin McCourty, and Laura Oakman have all the excitement. Live from New Orleans beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern. The lovable Scott Graham and Ross Tucker kick off our pregame coverage at 2 p.m. Eastern. Log on to westwood1sports.com for details or to listen to the live stream for free. If it's the Super Bowl, it's on Westwood One.
Did you add lovable?
I did add lovable. I did.
Figured you did.
I love Scott Graham. He's one of my favorites.
Didn't say that about Ross Tucker, though, did you?
I didn't say it about you either. Receivers left and right. 1st and 10 from the 20. I formation, Jackson under center, takes the snap, turns, hands it off Derrick Henry along the left hash. Henry across the 25, lowers his shoulder, and he's out close to the 27. Damar Hamlin with the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 3, but now we're seeing the Ravens' run game look like it looked a week ago against Pittsburgh, Mike.
Yeah, Derrick Henry does his best running in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Again, it's like a sledgehammer that just keeps hitting you, and it wears you down and wears you down. And it's a great changeup tonight with Justice Hill.
Henry, 186 yards last week against Pittsburgh. In his playoff career, he has averaged just a shade under 115. Second all-time to Terrell Davis. 2nd down 3, Jackson under center. Handoff Henry, straight ahead again, and Henry is close to a 1st down. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage, but was able to lean that big body forward for 2. They'll mark him at the 29. Ed Oliver the tackle. 3rd down and 1 for Baltimore.
Well, yeah, it's even inside of 1. This should be a no-brainer as an extra O-lineman. You have Ricard in the game as well. I mean,
you got 7 offensive linemen on the field now. I can't tell if Mark Andrews is out there, but he may be the one taking the snap. We've already seen that once tonight. It is going to be Lamar Jackson who lines up under center. I formation, here's the snap, handoff Henry, straight ahead, 1st down and more. 35-40, and Henry taken down by Hamlin at the 46. That was a touchdown-saving tackle. Buffalo had everyone up. Henry went bursting through the line, gained 17, and if not for Damar Hamlin, Henry may be celebrating in the end zone right now.
That was a straight line run. Damar Hamlin made the correct business decision to go low on Derrick Henry and not take him on upstairs.
From the Ravens 46, 1st down and 10. Clock moving, 3:35 to go, 3rd quarter, 21-13 Buffalo. Jackson in the shotgun, Hill to his right. 2 receivers stacked to the right side of the formation. Andrews on the left end of the line. Jackson brings Sims in motion from the right. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass with time. Looking. Throws left. Caught by Andrews at the Bills' 45. And he's out of bounds around the 42. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down. There is a penalty flag that was thrown in the secondary.
Yeah,
right now it's a gain of 11. We'll hear from Carl Shepard.
Prior to the pass, holding. Number 31, defense. Penalties declined. Results of the play, 1st down.
Yeah, he was Andrews was trying to run the out route. Rasul Douglas just had both hands on his shoulder pads and was holding him. They still get the completion.
So down to the 42-yard line of the Bills. 1st down and 10. Pistol formation. Hill is the running back. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Likely in motion from right to left. Jackson looks over the defense, waits, gets the pistol snap, turns, hands it off Hill. Left side, big hole 35, out to the numbers 30, down to the 25, and Justice Hill is down to the 20. Another big run for Hill. Douglas and Hamlin combine on the stop, but only after a gain of 22.
Again, nothing fancy, absolutely just right up the middle. Huge hole. And Justice Hill has the speed to take it to the house.
22-yard run, and he wasn't contacted until he was about 18 yards downfield. 1st down and 10, Ravens in the red zone. Ball right at the 20-yard line. I formation, Henry is the tailback. Single receiver to the right, here's the snap. Handoff Henry, running left, big hole down to the 15, along the number to the 10. Henry is down close to the 5. They'll mark him down at the 5-yard line, maybe the 4. Derrick Henry with a gaping hole. Rousseau made the tackle. Baltimore now with 115 yards in the second half, and they're on the doorstep down by 8.
We talk about Ricard, the fullback, but Charlie Kohler, the 3rd tight end, they run the ball 77% of the time, the most when a certain player is on the field than anyone in the league. And he's a 260-pounder leading the way.
Gain of 15 on the run by Henry. 1st and goal from the 5. Ball is on the left hash. I formation, Jackson under center, takes the snap, handoff Henry, angles right, breaks a tackle, diving into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry scores from 5 yards out, and with 1:37 to go in the 3rd, it's a 2-point game. Bills on top 21-19, and the Ravens are going to go for 2.
Well, Ryan, that's just a team staying with what they do best, with the hammer, Derrick Henry, and obviously the speedster in Justice Hill, knowing you can wear a team down. Buffalo did a great job against the run in the 1st half, but it's starting to wear on them.
Ravens 1 of 3 on 2-point attempts in the regular season, looking to tie the game here. Jackson will line up in the shotgun, Henry to his left. Trips right, single man left. Jackson sends Henry in motion to the right, takes the snap, back to pass, looking, pumps, throws left side, batted down, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Likely, who was wide open, but Matt Milano got a hand up to swat it down, and the Bills maintain a 2-point lead. With 1:37 to go in the third quarter, Buffalo 21, Baltimore 19. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up. We can help you save on the right oil for your vehicle. Right now, get 5 quarts of Castrol Edge Full Synthetic or Castrol Edge Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil with an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for just $35.99. Visit one of our 6,000 stores or order from AutoZone.com for same-day store pickup or next-day delivery.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
And Doug. Limu wanted me to tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. He says because we all like to save a buck. No, okay, he said with the extra cash, you can lease a new truck. Wait, he said he went to middle school with geese and ducks? Actually, I think Limu just said squawk.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Mayday. We've been compromised. The pilot's a hitman.
I knew you were going to be fun.
This Friday,
Tell me how to fly this thing.
Mark Wahlberg.
You know what the difference between me and you is? You're going to die.
Don't shoot him, we need him!
Y'all need a pilot?
Flight Risk. Rated R.
Sponsored by Lionsgate.
Robinhood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. 7-play, 80-yard drive. Derrick Henry with a 5-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion is no good. Bills lead the Ravens 21-19. 1:37 to go in the third quarter. Mike, I know you loved running Derrick Henry down there. What'd you think of the 2-point play?
Did not like it at all. I mean, Lamar is just straight back in the pocket. I mean, give the option of a rollout, of a fake run to a rollout where Lamar has a chance to run it or to possibly throw it. I just don't think they've used Lamar that well tonight as an option with as dangerous as he can be with the football.
Jordan Stout will kick it away. Ty Johnson, Ray Davis back deep to return. Stout on the approach. And a high end-over-end kickoff will sail towards the back line of the end zone again. Takes a bounce 9 yards deep. It is through the end zone, and the Bills will start at the 30-yard line. Well, this Buffalo offense that was so potent in the first half has not had much going here in the third quarter. Mike, how do they get back on track?
Well, I think that they're not going to be able to run like they did in the first half. They had success running in the first half. They have not had success in the second half, so I think it's going to be short passes. Look for Josh Allen to take his shots down the field or run.
6 offensive linemen in here for Buffalo on 1st and 10. They'll line up in the I formation. James Cook is the tailback. Allen goes under center. Single receiver split to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff. This is Cook dancing outside the right hash. He's out to the 35, outside the numbers 40. And an ankle tackle from Kyle Hamilton prevents an even bigger gain. It's a gain of 11 to the 41.
And just as I say that, they gain 11.
Good call, Mike.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm an analyst.
James Cook running outside right that time. And I'll tell you, if Kyle Hamilton didn't make the ankle tackle, that could have been a much bigger play. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, Derek Rackley here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. They'll stay with the jumbo formation here. Allen under center, 1st and 10 Bills at their own 41. Here's the snap. Toss play to Ty Johnson, running out to the left side. Johnson is hit and dropped. Michael Pierce jumped on his back and drove him into the ground after Malik Harrison made first contact. It'll be a loss of 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Certainly understand why they want to keep trying to run the ball. They had success last week running the ball against a very good defense. Keeps your play-action pass open and your half rolls open.
How good do you think it feels to have 6-foot-tall, 355-pound Michael Pierce drive you into the frozen turf?
Not good.
2nd down and 11.
Just guessing.
Slot right, single man left. Allen back in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He's back to pass. Allen looking, throws short right. Caught by Shakir at the 45. Ducks under one tackle. Ducks under a second. And finally gets banged down by Roquan Smith. Up at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8. And now a 3rd and 3 for the Bills, who do not have to snap it again before the third quarter clock runs out. Down to 2, down to 1. And we have reached the end of the third quarter in Buffalo with the score. The Bills 21, the Ravens 19. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
When you're in the thick of a project, Harbor Freight is the place that always comes in handy. Whether you're picking up something for your pickup truck or a power tool for your project, at Harbor Freight, your dollar always goes further. And these days, when everything seems to cost more, you can take pride in knowing that you get hard-working tools at hard-working prices. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Tonight's broadcast of the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One is sponsored in part by the official NFL app, by Grainger, by Indeed.com, by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by Progressive Insurance, and by BetMGM, the official odds provider for Westwood One. Please gamble responsibly. 15 minutes remain here at Highmark Stadium. Bills 21, Ravens 19. Bills have a 3rd down and 2, the ball at their own 49-yard line. Baltimore with a 9-0 third quarter. Bills trying to keep this drive alive. Josh Allen lines up in the shotgun. He's got Ty Johnson to his right. Now Johnson moves off to his left. Allen takes the snap, handoff Johnson up the middle, and he's got the first down. Needed the 49, got hit there, and was able to spin forward inside the 48. Kyle Van Noy, Roquan Smith with the tackle, but the Bills moved the sticks.
Yeah, he was right at the sticks moving forward, and then Connor McGovern, the center, just blasted the pile and moved it forward another couple yards.
So the ball rests now on the far side right hash. It's at the Ravens' 47-yard line. Extra offensive lineman in the game for Buffalo. Alec Anderson back in there. 1st down and 10 for the Bills. Keon Coleman goes wide right. 2 receivers stacked left. Cook is the running back, knocks the tight end, goes in motion from left to right. Allen puts his hands under center, looks over the defense, gets the snap, back on a play fake, sets his feet, throws short right, caught by Cook at the 45. Outside the numbers, he's hit and driven down by Malik Harrison at the 41-yard line. Gain of 6 on that little toss to James Cook. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
That's an excellent call by offensive coordinator Joe Brady. You have that jumbo formation you've been running somewhat successfully this drive, and you throw a play action, get a wide open back.
Well, they actually moved that ball back to the 42. So it'll go as a gain of 4, bring up 2nd down and 6. Allen walking toward the line of scrimmage. Cook is the single back. Two receivers tight to the line on the left. Single receiver split wide to the right. Allen hands under center, takes the snap, handoff Cook, running outside left, cuts back inside, across the 40, down to the 35, and that'll be a first down. Excellent play by James Cook, running outside left, put his foot in the ground, got by Brandon Stevens, and picks up 6.
Well, I tell you, Brandon Stevens did a good job of forcing him back inside. That's on Stevens' teammates. They've got to be able to come over and make the tackle. Stevens didn't give him the corner, didn't give him the edge, or he would have been gone. Turned him back inside, and his friends weren't there.
Ball to Ravens 35, first down and 10. High formation. Gilliam is the fullback. Cook is the tailback. Kincaid, the tight end, goes in motion from left to right. Single wide receiver split to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff. Cook running outside right along the hash marks. Finds a little crease. And he dives forward down to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Roquan Smith, the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Well, the run to the Super Bowl is on. And NFL Network is your home for the most comprehensive playoff coverage anywhere. All the way through Super Bowl 59. NFL Network, one network, all postseason.
Well, this drive has produced some running attack, not like the first couple of drives of this half. Buffalo hasn't been able to run. They've been running pretty well now.
Trips left, single man right. Allen in the gun on 2nd down and 8. Cook, the running back, to Allen's right side. Here's the shotgun snap. Allen back. Blitz coming. Throws right side. Incomplete. Targeted Amari Cooper for maybe the first time tonight. Tre'Davious White, the former Bill, was in coverage. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, that was going to be just a comeback route to the back shoulder, and just a little too far back shoulder. Amari Cooper coming over in the trade from Cleveland.
Cooper wanted a flag, saying he got held. I think the officials did a good job keeping the yellow in their pocket. So a 3rd down and 8. Ty Johnson checks in as the running back. Trips left, single man right. Allen in the shotgun, sends Johnson in motion out to the right side. Play clock down to 7. Allen brings Shakir in motion from left to right. Now back out to the left. Here's the snap. Allen back, looking, throws over the middle, incomplete, trying to find Shakir. Bills want a flag. They're not going to get it. I think Khalil Shakir tried to sell that call. He knew he was not going to catch that. He tried to buy a call. Brandon Stevens was in coverage, and now on 4th down, Tyler Bass is coming out for a long field goal.
Brandon Stevens did have his arm, left hand on the hip of Shakir, but he didn't really change the route at all. He just had the hand on the hip, didn't really turn Shakir. So I agree with the no flag.
Tyler Bass for a 51-yard attempt. He's 4 of 4 from 50-plus. He was during the regular season.
This is into just a slight breeze, just into the wind a bit.
Bass is ready. Snap, spot, kick is on the way. End over end, and it is good. Tyler Bass hits it inside the right upright, and the Buffalo lead is 5 with 12:04 to go. It's the Bills 24, the Ravens 19. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Busted Open is hitting the road for coverage of the 2025 Royal Rumble. Live from Indianapolis. Join Dave LaGreca as he previews this big event and sits down with the top stars in the WWE.
Royal Rumble, you're next on the list.
The road to WrestleMania starts at the Royal Rumble, and Busted Open will be there live for it all. Only on Sirius XM Fight Nation, Channel 156, and the Sirius XM app.
Whether your team is at home or on the road, hear every game with your hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app. Just search for your team and click the favorite star.
It's soccer's most thrilling league.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
And now every match is on the SiriusXM app.
Can you believe it?
From the title race.
This is remarkable. Keeps this title charge on track, surely.
To the relegation fight.
The impossible may still be possible.
Hear every English Premier League match on the SiriusXM app and talk about all the EPL drama on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
This is Max Crosby of the Las Vegas Raiders. Hear me every Monday night on Let's Go at 6 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
Daytona is so unique. We have a expectation of what we expect of ourselves.
The Great American Race is underway.
Awesome. We want to win that race so bad.
I know how heartbreaking that place can be.
The entire pack is collected.
I know how amazing that place can be.
Are you kidding me? I'm ready to go.
We know what we're capable of. Daytona is coming.
The Daytona 500, Sunday, February 16th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Channel 9.
And on the SiriusXM app.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Bills with a 10-play, 37-yard drive, capped off with a 51-yard field goal for Tyler Bass. It's now 24-19 Buffalo. 12:04 remaining. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Western New York. Draw up a winning play with Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger will help your business cross the goal line. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Downstairs to Derek Rackley.
Guys, Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Monken caught a little bit of flack last year in the AFC Championship game about getting a little bit pass happy instead of relying on the run game. But got to give him credit here in that third quarter, sticking to the run game after they ended up basically getting shut down in the first half, really getting Derrick Henry going there in the third quarter. But Mike, don't you think they got to get Lamar Jackson a little bit more involved in the run game here as they're about to receive the football?
Absolutely agree, Derek. Absolutely agree. They're not using him enough now. Is Buffalo playing it a little better? I think they have to try and use Lamar a little bit more to get to the outside.
Tyler Bass with a kickoff 8 yards deep into the end zone. And the Ravens will start 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Well, the Ravens 73 yards on the ground here in the second half. And Derrick Henry, who had 8 carries, 21 yards at halftime, now with 14 carries and 79 yards, plus that touchdown run. We mentioned in his playoff career, Henry averages just under 115 yards per game. Only the great Terrell Davis has averaged more.
Now, they have been successful running this half, but I agree. I don't think they're using Lamar nearly enough.
Jackson will line up in the shotgun. Henry to his left. Sims in motion from right to left. Here's the snap. Quick throw left side. Caught by Sims along the numbers, and he dives out to the 34-yard line. So a 4-yard gain. Steven Sims with his first catch of the night. A.J. Epinesa with the tackle, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Well, let's see if they stick with the running game. That short passing game is just like a run. If they come and try and hammer now with the run to make it 3rd and short or get a 1st down.
By the way, I should mention it is a wide gap between Terrell Davis and Derrick Henry. Terrell Davis averaged over 140 rushing yards a game in his playoff career.
Crazy.
Here's a direct snap to Henry running left. Henry across the 35, and he plows his way out to about the 39-yard line. So that's a gain of 5. Daquan Jones made the tackle. They sent Jackson in motion out to the right, and Derrick Henry took that one off the left side. And Derrick Henry is now over 1,000 yards in his playoff career. He's the 7th running back to have 1,000 rushing yards in the playoffs in his career. He joins Emmitt Smith, Franco Harris, Thurman Thomas, Tony Dorsett, Marcus Allen, and the guy we were just talking about, Terrell Davis.
And what a year he's had. This only player to go over 1,900 yards in 2 seasons, and he's 30. He's debunking the whole 30-year-old running back issue.
3rd down and 1. Quick snap. Handoff Henry. Straight ahead. Runs into the pile. Didn't get it.
Oh, he did it.
Oh,
maybe
he
on
might
the
have.
second.
Let's see. The official on the near side has him short of the 40. The official on the far side had him past the 40. They're going to go with the near side official. It's going to be 4th down and a half yards.
Would not be shocked at all if they go for it here.
Daquan Jones made the tackle. I mean, this is inches short. They need the 40. The nose of the ball is almost touching the 40, and the Ravens are going to go for it.
This can't be a pass, Ryan. This has to be a run.
Andrews lines up under center. He takes the snap. He drives straight ahead, and he's got the 1st down. So Mark Andrews officially will get a gain of 2 as he gets to the 41-yard line, and he continues to be incredibly efficient on the tight end sneak. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. 9:50 to go. Bills 24, Ravens 19. 1st down and 10, Baltimore. They have it at their own 41. Ball is on the far side left hash. Justice Hill in now as the pistol back, lined up behind Jackson. 2 receivers right, including Likely, who goes in motion to the left. Jackson puts his mouthpiece in, looks over the defense, play clock down to 5. Lamar gets the snap, turns, hands it off. This is Hill trying to cut back, can't do it. Drop for a loss on the play by Ed Oliver. Right there to wrap him up for a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
So that play was supposed to go strong side, but Buffalo just overloaded to that side, so you knew it was going to be a cutback, and Ed Oliver just did a great job of scooting down the line and staying home, waiting right for the cutback.
And if Ed Oliver didn't get him, Von Miller was right there. Second down and 11 from the 40. Henry back in. He lines up to the right of Jackson. Two receivers left, two tight ends right. Jackson hands in front of his chest, standing straight up and down. Brings Sims in motion from the left. Here's the snap. Jackson fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Moving right. Throws. Got a wide open Andrews. Makes the catch. Cuts left. Lost the ball. And recovered by the Bills. Terrell Bernard knocked it out and recovered it. And the Bills will take over at their own 46-yard line. The Ravens' third turnover of the night. And that may turn out to be very, very costly.
Wow, a big play for Baltimore turns into a big play for Buffalo, now +3 in the turnover margin.
8:41 remaining in the game. Bills 24, Ravens 19. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
And welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams winter sale and get 30% off paints and stains January 17th through the 27th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only, some exclusions apply. See store for details.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Along with the great Mike Golick, the frozen Derek Rackley down on the sidelines. Ryan Radke here in Buffalo, 8:41 to go. Bills lead the Ravens 24-19. They'll take over at their own 46 after the Mark Andrews fumble. First time since 2019 that Andrews has lost a fumble. Allen will line up in the shotgun. He's got Cook to his right. Looks out to his right side, takes the snap, back to pass. Allen looking, throws left, got a man wide open, caught. Hollins across the 45 of Baltimore, banged out of bounds by Marlon Humphrey, down at the 42. All kinds of room for Mac Hollins. He gains 11, and it's a first down right away for Buffalo.
Can't say it enough. Again, Buffalo's offensive line has given up just 14 sacks. He had plenty of time. You're in zone defense. You run a crossing route. You're just going to have room.
First down and 10. They mark it down at the 42-yard line. 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Allen will line up under center. Two receivers right, single man left. Hollins in motion from the right. Allen takes the snap. Going to hand it off. Ray Davis looking for a crease in between the hash marks. Down to the 40. They'll give him progress to the 39. There's multiple penalty flags on the field. Right now it's a gain of 3. The initial signal is this is against the Ravens.
Illegal use cancel the face number 90. Defense, that 5-yard penalty would be added to the end of the play. Automatic First down.
That flag is against David Ajabo. Let's head downstairs, check in with Derek Rackley.
Guys standing behind the Ravens sidelines and Mark Andrews. And most times when players come off the sidelines, they take their helmet off, they put it on the warmer, they put on a stocking cap or maybe a baseball cap. Andrews left his helmet on a couple times, putting his elbows on his knees, shaking his head back and forth, clearly in disgust after the turnover.
First down and 10. Bills have it now at the Ravens 34 with 7:35 to go. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Allen puts his hands under center. Points out to his right side, brings Hollins in short motion. Allen takes the snap. Quick throw left side, caught by Coleman on the slant. He's tackled immediately by Tre'Davious White at the 29-yard line. So it's a quick gain of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Back to what Derek was talking about, Mike. Mark Andrews, a veteran, been so good for Baltimore. He has had a tough game tonight.
Yep, 6 targets, 4 catches, but he fumbled after that 1 catch. He had the bad drop in the first half as well. Been doing well on the quarterback sneaks, first downs, but unfortunately receiving had a couple of issues.
Inside 7 minutes to go. 24-19 Buffalo, 2nd down and 5. They have it at the Ravens 29. Ravens have to hold the Bills to a field goal here. Allen gets the snap, turns, rolls right, throws short, caught by Johnson, racing to the sideline, has a first down, gets out of an ankle tackle, and is run out of bounds on the far sideline at the 21. Roquan Smith escorts him out of bounds, but plenty for Ty Johnson on the catch and run to give the Bills a first down.
Again, excellent play call from Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, just getting Josh Allen on the run so he has options, something they haven't been doing with Lamar. Give Josh Allen options to run, or that was an easy pitch and catch.
Boy, this is just massive right here. If the Ravens hold the Bills to a field goal, they're still within 8, but Buffalo scores a touchdown, and the Ravens would be in real trouble. Trips left. Allen lines up in the gun, gets the snap, quick throw left side, caught by Curtis Samuel. Ankle tackle brings him down at the 20. Kyle Hamilton. Great play there by Hamilton. Gain of a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. We're inside 6 minutes to go in the game. Winner goes to Kansas City in the AFC Championship game next week.
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey is down. He was down, he got up, and they went down to a knee.
Well, the training staff will come out and take a look at him. Well, Humphrey just got pancaked on that play by Mac Hollins.
Yeah, he got absolutely buried.
So they're going to take a look at Marlon Humphrey. We'll step aside with 5:55 to go. Bills 24, Ravens 19. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with the Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Mayday. We've been compromised. The pilot's a hitman.
I knew you were going to be fun.
This Friday,
Tell me how to fly this thing.
Mark Wahlberg. You know what the difference between me and yours? You're going to die.
Don't shoot him, we need him! Y'all need a pilot?
Flight Risk, rated R.
Sponsored by Lionsgate.
No, we are all heartbroken by the devastation from the raging wildfires across the greater Los Angeles region. Families affected by these fires urgently need support. Help the American Red Cross respond to and help people recover from these disasters. You can donate today to support relief efforts by going to redcross.org/NFL. It has been heartbreaking watching what's gone on there over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully the Rams playoff run at least provided a little joy, a little distraction for some of those folks. But, boy, so many need help. And if you can, if you're in position to do it, I'd encourage you to give to help those people.
And even though the fires are starting to be under control, there's just so much devastation that's going to go on for a while. and people are going to need your help.
Marlon Humphrey off to the sideline. Nate Wiggins, the rookie, is in. They're taking Humphrey into the blue tent. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go in Buffalo. Bills 24, Ravens 19. Trip to Kansas City is on the line. 2nd down and 9 for the Bills. Allen under center with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Cook is the single running back. Mac Hollins in motion from left to right. Play clock down to 7. Allen puts his hands under center. Looks up at the play clock, takes the snap, handoff James Cook out to the right hash, cuts back inside, finds a lane inside the 15, and he's down close to a first down. They're going to mark him down at the 12. That'll leave him a yard shy. 8-yard pickup, 3rd down and 1. Matabike and Smith together on the tackle.
Boy, Buffalo is going to go no huddle.
Allen's going to line up under center. He's going to get a push from behind. He angles left, and Josh Allen has the first down. Needed to get to the 11. He got down to the 10. It's going to be first down and goal for Buffalo with 4:58 to go.
So it's been interesting. Buffalo ran well in the first half. Started the second half, their first couple of drives not running well, but have picked up the running again against the best rush defense in the NFL.
Now, we talk about it all the time. The ability to score touchdowns in the red zone. It's often the difference in games. It could be the difference now in this game tonight. The Bills were the 2nd best red zone team in the league this year. First down and goal from the 10. Allen under center. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Cook is the single back. Allen takes the snap. He's back. He'll hand it off to Cook. Dancing. Now straight ahead along the left hash. And he's down to about the 7. The Ravens are going to spend a timeout. Kyle Hamilton made the tackle. Clock stop with 4:21 to go. First timeout called by Baltimore. It's a gain of 3 on the run by Cook. Well, you can stream the NFL playoffs on Westwood One for free, sponsored by Pfizer. Hey, football fans, ready for RSV season? Check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
Look at the Ravens in their playoff history is 0-11 when they lose the turnover battle, and they're going to lose it tonight. I don't see Buffalo having 3 turnovers in the last 4 minutes, so they are winless in the playoffs when they lose that battle.
3 teams have already won this weekend, Mike. The Chiefs, Commanders, the Eagles. What do they all have in common? 0 turnovers. And the Bills have not turned it over here tonight, as you mentioned.
And another thing in common, the 3 teams that won all were outgained by their opponent, and Buffalo has been outgained by Baltimore tonight.
Bills will go empty here. 2 receivers left, 2 right, 2nd down and goal from the 7. Allen with a couple of rushing touchdowns tonight. All by himself in the gun. He takes the snap. He sweeps right inside the 5, and he's down to about the 2. Ravens will take their 2nd timeout. Boy, it looked like for a second that Josh Allen was on his way to the end zone. He just got tripped up. And down to the 2-yard line, it'll be 3rd and goal. Spencer Brown paved the way.
Closer and closer to the end zone, and having Baltimore burn a couple of timeouts. It's all working perfectly, like at the end of the half for Buffalo, scoring with not enough time for Baltimore to do anything, and then starting the 3rd quarter with the ball now, making Baltimore use their timeouts while in perfect position to get a touchdown.
1 timeout for the Ravens. There's 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Sean McDermott just went down to see exactly where the ball is. I'm sure he's thinking about what happens here if we get to 4th down.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I think he'd go for it.
I think he would go for it as well.
3rd down and goal from the 2. Allen lines up in the shotgun. Cook to his right. Shakir is a wing to the right side. Keon Coleman split wide left. Mac Hollins is a wing to the left. Allen gets the snap. Allen fakes the handoff. Allen straight ahead. He is grabbed. He is stood up at the 2. Driven backwards. Officials looking to the Ravens sideline to see if they want timeout. The answer is no. And now we are at 4th down. Ardarius Washington was the first man to hit him.
And then Travis Jones, all 340 pounds of him, wrapped him up, and Allen was not pushing that man forward. He ran through his arm tackle of Jones when he had a touchdown, but Jones had him in a full-body bear hug.
Bills are going to let this run all the way down. Sean McDermott just told the officials, I want timeout with 1 on the play clock. It's down to 5 right now. And now as the play clock hits 1, there is a timeout taken by Buffalo. There was no yardage gained on that play, so it's going to be 4th and goal from the 2. So here is the decision for Sean McDermott. A chip shot field goal that would give you an 8-point lead. So the Ravens would have to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion. They've already failed to convert a 2-point conversion tonight. They're 1 of 4 on the season. The other option is you go for it here. If you don't get it, the Ravens have plenty of time, only one timeout, but they'd be 98, 99 yards away.
But the Ravens have had a propensity for having 90-yard drives.
So you like the decision to go for it?
Oh, I absolutely like the decision to go for it. That's why they're going to kick it.
Love how I set you up for success.
Thank you very much. You did that on purpose, didn't you?
It's what I do so well.
Yes.
So here comes Tyler Bass. So McDermott, with some time to think about it, decides he wants the 8-point lead. So Bass coming on for a 21-yard attempt. It'll come from the right hash. He hit earlier from 51. Bass is ready. Snap, spot, kick on the way. And it is good. So Tyler Bass gives the Bills an 8-point lead with 3:29 to go. Buffalo 27, Baltimore 19. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Lowe's knows how to help make your Super Bowl 59 party a touchdown. Let them help you prep your home to host with top brands like Charbroil, Blackstone, and LG, so you can be the MVP of game day. Plus, use the Lowe's app to find what you need for a seamless shopping run. Or huddle up with the Lowe's Red Vest Associates to help make all your game time hosting decisions.
Get more of the NFL with NFL Plus and start streaming more touchdowns, more hurdles, more action. Just a tremendous play. NFL Plus has you covered. Stream the NFL postseason and Super Bowl 56 live on mobile. Touchdown! Plus, stay connected throughout the offseason with special coverage of the NFL Scouting Combine, NFL Draft, and more. Let's go! Yeah! Subscribe today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The copyright of tonight's broadcast on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its member clubs. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Football League is strictly prohibited.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, Derek Rackley here in Buffalo. 3:29 to go. Bills 27, Ravens 19. Hey, next Sunday, don't miss all the NFL excitement on CBS, the AFC Championship game. Winner of this one is in Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Check your local listings for more details. You can also hear that game right here on many of these same stations, on the NFL app or online at westwood1sports.com. So Tyler Bass, a 21-yard field goal, caps off an 11-play, 52-yard drive. Now it's the Bills 27, the Ravens 19, 3:29 to go, one timeout remaining for Baltimore.
Certainly plenty of time for Baltimore to score. This Buffalo defense has done a nice job tonight in holding this Baltimore offense down. Again, +3 in the turnover category. But Baltimore definitely has the ability to go down and score.
Tyler Bass ready to kick it away. On the approach, sends a high end-over-end kickoff, returnable for Keaton Mitchell at the goal line. He's coming out across the 5, down to the 10, 15-yard line, up to the 20, 25, Mitchell out to the 30, and he gets out to the 33. A late penalty flag is thrown in. That may negate what was a good return. Jamarcus Ingram made the tackle, and the initial indication is this is going to be against Baltimore.
During the return, holding number 49 of the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So Chris Board called for the penalty. And rather than starting at the 33, the Ravens are going to get backed up all the way inside the 15. They're going to start at the 12-yard line. What a costly penalty.
Really, really hurt him.
So here we go. down by 8. Jackson will line up in the shotgun. Henry is not in the game. 2 receivers left and right. Hill is the running back. Jackson walks toward the line of scrimmage with a play clock at 9. Falls back into the gun, gets the snap, back to pass. Jackson looking, throwing deep down the left side for Likely, and it's incomplete. He overthrew him by a couple of yards. Jackson was not ready for that snap. He was able to hang on to it, but he airmailed Likely. He was open. He's a little frustrated. It'll be 2nd and 10. There is an injured Bills defender on the play. It's Taron Johnson.
Yeah, just the offense has seemed a little off, right, with snaps, with timing.
Well, that time, Lamar in no way expected that snap. He's very fortunate he was able to cradle it against his body. And he had Likely, but he overshot him. Johnson went down at the end of the play. He's grabbing at his shoulder.
Reaching
grabbing
for
at
his left shoulder. He kind of stretched out for the tackle and grabbed his left shoulder. Again, Taron Johnson, one of 3 players. He, Terrell Bernard, and Matt Milano did not play against Baltimore in Week 4.
The last time these 2 teams met in the playoff, Johnson had a 101-yard pick 6, tied an NFL postseason record in that 17-3 Bills win. Johnson is up on his feet, and he is going to jog off under his own power all the way across the field. He is moving that left arm around, so that's a good sign. Cam Lewis is going to check in and take his spot, but you hope for Taron Johnson. This is just a momentary injury, and he'll be able to get back in there.
Yeah, and for Baltimore, 2nd and 10, you're really tough to use the running game. Derrick Henry, not in the game. Justice Hill, your better receiving running back. He'll be in the game either flare out of the backfield or pick up a blitz. Buffalo blitzed that last play. Let's see if they blitz a little more.
The Ravens had a 70-yard touchdown drive tonight that took 3:27. Check it, that was a Buffalo touchdown drive. 70 yards, 3:27. The Ravens had an 80-yard touchdown drive that took 3:44. So you would think that the full menu is available here. 2nd down and 10. These fans on their feet. Bills have not been to the AFC Championship game since 2020.
And again, there's plenty of time. They don't have to go deep.
Hill, the running back, lines up to the right of Jackson. 2 receivers right, single man left. Likely in motion from right to left. Jackson again runs up to the line of scrimmage, now falls back into the gun. He's got plenty of time on the play clock that shows 12. Jackson gets the snap. Back to pass, looking, rolling to his right, under pressure. Jackson's going to tuck it and run 15 to the 20, and he's pushed out of bounds by Von Miller at the 20-yard line. Jackson takes a tumble. He's helped up by a couple of Bills players on the sideline. The hit by Miller was clearly in bounds. It's a gain of 8. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Boy, both backs. That time, Justice Hill, early in the game, Derrick Henry do a nice job of being out for a pass and then turn around and block for their quarterback to get some extra yards.
That is the first time in a long time we have seen Lamar Jackson run. He had 15 carries for 81 yards a week ago.
And it wasn't even a planned run. It was a scramble.
Ravens 6 and 9 on 3rd down tonight. This is 3rd and 2. Clock stop with 3:10 to go. Shotgun snap. Jackson back, bouncing, throws over the middle. Caught by Hill, and he's going to have the first down. Needed the 22, got the 23. Cam Lewis with the tackle, gain of 3. Ravens keep this drive alive. Along with Mike Golick and Derek Rackley, I'm Ryan Radke on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs, presented by Intuit TurboTax. Jackson in the shotgun, Hill to his left. Here's the snap. Jackson back, looking left, looking right. Now floats one over the middle. That's caught. That's Bateman. Short gain across the 25 to the 26, and I think Bateman is hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt before that play. He was running back to do the hurry-up offense, and he was kind of looking to the sideline to come off, and they weren't biting it. He had to go back and line up, but he was not good before that play.
So that's only a 3-yard gain, and Bateman is hurt. Rousseau made the tackle. Remember, the Ravens are already down Zay Flowers, their Pro Bowl wide receiver, out again tonight with a knee injury. And now Bateman, a guy that caught a touchdown earlier, has 6 touchdowns in his last 6 games, is down and hurt.
And thinking, obviously, you want him to be okay, but thinking from a technical standpoint, it wasn't in the last 2 minutes, so it won't cost them their last time out.
Yeah, clock stopped with 2:34 to go. But you're right, had that been inside 2 minutes, the Ravens would have either had to take a runoff or they would have had to call a timeout. So Bateman heads off to the sideline. He's limping on his right side. Taron Johnson is back on the field for Buffalo. 2nd down and 7. Ravens have it at the 26. Now they do start the clock again because he was inbounds. Down to 2:25 to go. Trips right, Jackson in the gun, Hill to his right side. Boy, the Ravens letting a lot of time expire here. Jackson still waiting on the snap. Gets it, finally, back to pass. Rolling to his right, being chased, looking down the field. Throws back over the middle. That's caught by Wallace at the 40, 45 to the 50, into Bills territory, down to the 46. Bishop made the tackle. A gain of 30 on the catch and run by Tylan Wallace. Well, he ran out to the far side, came back across the field, made the catch. And a big play for the Ravens as we reach the 2-minute warning. With the score, the Bills 27, the Ravens 19. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
And Doug.
Limu wanted me to tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. He says because we all like to save a buck. No, okay, he said with the extra cash, you can lease a new truck. Wait, he said he went to middle school with geese and ducks? Actually, I think Limu just said squawk.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
The rosters are in for the 2025 NFL Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon. Be there live to celebrate the NFL's biggest stars as they compete in an action-packed AFC versus NFC showdown, featuring flag football and skills competitions at Camping World Stadium on February 2nd. Don't miss NFL legends, celebrity coaches, and unforgettable fan moments. The Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon, Sunday, February 2nd. Tickets are on sale at probowl.com/tickets. Get yours today.
Enter a brave new world with America's #1 brand of shaving cream, Barbasol. Gear up with Barbasol Collector's Cans, featuring Marvel Studios' Captain America Brave New World. Because superhero confidence starts with a great shave.
You want me? Come and get me!
Barbasol limited edition cans in stores now. Collect them all before they're gone. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America Brave New World. Only in theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Get more than you expect with the $5 meal deal, part of new McValue. 5 gets you a McDouble or a McChicken and a small fry and a small drink and a 4-piece McNuggets. Woo! New McValue at McDonald's. Prices of participation may vary. McDouble meal $6 in some markets for limited time only.
When I wake up,
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
2 minutes to go in Buffalo. Bills 27, Ravens 19. The Ravens with a big play going into the timeout, Mike.
So here's what's going on, Ryan. The Buffalo knows they're just pass rushing, right? So your pass rushing get a little wild, and they're letting Lamar out to the right. He ran out, he scrambled, he had a long run to the right, and he scrambled to the outside there and made a long pass to the right. They've got to contain him to his right.
From the Bills 47, 1st down and 10. Jackson in the shotgun, Justice Hill to his left. Here's the snap. Lamar back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Has time. Moving right. Flips it out to Hill. Runs outside the numbers of the 45. And he wisely scampers out of bounds at the 43. Cam Lewis ran him out. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Clock stop. 1:52 to go. Ravens still have 1 timeout.
And believe me, I understand it's not the easiest thing in the world to stop him from rolling, especially right with his moves. But that's the task that Buffalo rushers have to have.
Well, and what he did there, we've seen Josh Allen do so many times, roll to the sideline, throw back across the middle to a wide open receiver. 2nd down, 6, Jackson in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Jackson will bring Nelson Aguilar in motion right to left. Here's the snap, blitz coming. Jackson back with time, looking, throws right side. Andrews wide open, makes the catch at the 30 up the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 24 by Rasul Douglas. Clock stops with 1:44 to go. Gain of 19 on the catch and run by Andrews.
Absolutely picked up the blitz. That O-line and backs did a great job of picking up the blitz, and you know when you pick up the blitz that someone is going to be open normally.
Ball on the near side right hash. It's at the Bills 24. 27-19 Buffalo. 1:44 remaining in the game. Jackson in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, single man to the right. Rashad Bateman is out of the injury tent on the sideline. Jackson lines up in the shotgun, looks to his left, brings Likely in motion, takes the snap, back to pass, plenty of time again, looking. Jackson now rolling to his right, still looking down the field, fires deep for the end zone, it is caught, a diving catch in the end zone by Likely. Isaiah Likely skidding across the end zone, hauls it in, and with 1:33 to go, it's a 2-point game. A 24-yard touchdown to Likely, and now the Ravens have a chance to tie.
That was obviously a combination of the O-line giving him time and Lamar just being Lamar, buying time. So difficult for the back seven to hold coverage that long. Here you go. You've got to give Lamar Jackson the option here to run or throw the ball.
Henry is back in the game. He lines up to the right of Jackson, who's in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. 2-pointer ties the game. Here's the snap. Jackson will run to his right. He looks, he throws. It is dropped! It is dropped! Andrews was open at the pylon and dropped it. His second drop of the game, and the Bills maintain a 2-point lead, 27-25. Andrews was open. The ball hit him in the chest, and he could not hang on going to the ground.
He is going to be sick. Right in his hands as he dropped a pass in the first half, caught a ball and fumbled it a couple of drives ago. Oh, that is devastating for that young man in the Baltimore Ravens.
The Ravens are 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions tonight. They are 12 of 29 now since Lamar Jackson was drafted back in 2018. And you just said it. Mark Andrews is going to be sick. They got exactly what they wanted. He was wide open. Jackson put it right where it had to be, and he just couldn't hang on as he went to the ground. A catch that Mark Andrews has made hundreds of times in his career.
And that's the play you wanted. You rolled Lamar out. You gave him the choice to throw or run, and that was the easy choice. Andrews was wide open.
So now it comes down to an onside kick. Justin Tucker will try to execute it. It's basically the hardest play in football, to recover an onside kick. Bills have their hands team out there. Tucker has it teed up. Looks to the near side, looks to the far side. We'll see what he decides to do here. The Ravens must recover this with only 1 timeout. If Buffalo recovers, they're going to win. Tucker on the approach. His kick will come to the near side. It's a ground ball. It is recovered by Rasul Douglas. And the Buffalo Bills are a minute 33 away from a trip to Kansas City.
Onside kicks are so hard to recover. You got to get the ball bouncing. That ball didn't really take that high of a bounce. Douglas got on it before it could, just snared it, and Buffalo goes to Kansas City.
Rasul Douglas doing exactly what you're supposed to do on the hands team. Got that ball in his stomach and just rolled right over on top of it. Tucker never got that big hop that he was looking for. Josh Allen now will go to the line of scrimmage. Bills will line up in the eye. The Ravens do have 1 timeout. Kincaid in motion from left to right. Allen takes the snap. He will hand it off. Running the right side and bursting through is Johnson. 35 out to the sideline. 30 slides down inbounds. They'll mark him at the 30-yard line, and that'll do it. Ty Johnson had a chance to keep on going, but he slid down in bounds. The Ravens will burn that final timeout with 1:18 to go, but it's a gain of 17, and the celebration is on in Western New York.
Great play, great run. You know, I'm happy for Buffalo to end the game on a run when they were actually running pretty well this entire game against, as I'll say for about the 3rd or 4th time, the best rushing defense in the NFL from the Baltimore Ravens.
149 yards on the ground for Buffalo tonight.
And they ended on a run, a smart move to go down in bounds, and now it is over.
Now it's victory formation time. Allen takes the snap, immediately drops to his left knee. He'll have to do it one more time to make it official. But for the fans in Buffalo, it's already in the books, on their feet and celebrating. Players on the sideline egging the fans on. They want to hear even more noise. A celebratory night here for the Buffalo Bills.
Came down to two two-point conversions, one to tie it at 21, the other to tie it at 27. Buffalo plays great defense on the first one, and Baltimore can't convert on an open receiver on the second one.
Allen back to the line of scrimmage, hands under center, takes a snap, drops to a knee, and now it's official. For the first time since 2020, for the 7th time in franchise history, the Buffalo Bills are going to the AFC Championship game. Bills 27, Ravens 25. Next week, Buffalo at Kansas City with a trip to Super Bowl 59 on the line.
Well, this game lived up to what everybody thought. Probably the MVP and runner-up on the same team. Your first team All-Pro, second team All-Pro quarterbacks on the different teams. Excellent ball play on both sides. Too many mistakes, though. I shouldn't say excellent on Baltimore. 3 turnovers, 2 missed two-point conversions.
Players meet to shake hands. A hard-fought game on both sides tonight. A game that did live up to the hype in terms of coming right down to the wire. And the Buffalo Bills on to the AFC Championship game. They will meet the Kansas City Chiefs, a team they beat during the regular season, and the winner will go to the Super Bowl. Buffalo 27, Baltimore 25. A great win for the Bills, a heartbreaking loss for the Ravens.
Who would have thought 36 runs for 147 yards?
That Buffalo running game, terrific. Give credit to Josh Allen. Give credit to the running backs. Give credit to the offensive line. The Buffalo Bills did what they had to do here at home tonight. And now we'll go on the road with one more game in front of them to get to New Orleans. So the Final Four is set. It'll be Philadelphia, Washington in the NFC. It'll be Buffalo, Kansas City in the AFC. Downstairs to Derek Rackley.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Buffalo defensive back DeMar Hamlin. DeMar, how about this victory? You guys end up coming out against one of the most explosive offenses. You end up with 8 tackles, a sack, and a critical tackle on Derrick Henry. How about this defensive performance you guys put together tonight?
We put the work in all week. We knew what we had. We knew the challenge at hand. Much respect to them. LJ, one of my favorite players for a very long time. D. Henry, man, his resume speaks for itself. Everybody else they got, man, we knew the challenge, but we prepared for it all week, and we came in here and we got the job done.
DeMar, how about doing it in front of this home crowd of you guys, one of the best in the NFL?
You know, forever, for life, this place will always be special to me, man. I remember sitting in our hospital, watching this place go crazy. Hamlin signs everywhere, 3 jerseys, pray for 3, love for 3. Like, this place will forever be super crazy to me.
I thought y'all boys go winning, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's just giving a little bit of love to one of the Ravens players. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, this place will always be forever special to me. You know what I mean? So to do it here, you know what, no other place.
You guys did great in the regular season when it comes to takeaways. And Baltimore was so great protecting the football, but you guys take the football away 3 times tonight. How were you able to get that done?
That was our goal, you know, come in here and get 3. We knew if we could get 3, we had a good chance at winning the game, you know what I'm saying? And we came in here, we did that. We knew they did a good job protecting the ball. And, you know, I rewind the film. I watched the last game when we beat them down in Baltimore. We got turnovers. So we knew turnovers was going to be the differential today.
So you guys go back to the AFC Championship against the Chiefs, first time since 2020. I know you're going to enjoy this one, but initial thoughts about playing Kansas City?
You know, it's a rematch game, man. It's the next one up, so we got to handle our business. But tonight, you know, I'm going to enjoy this one, and we'll get started tomorrow.
DeMar, congratulations, and enjoy your time.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back up to you.
Rack, thanks very much. Great job by you all night. Come on upstairs and get warm after being down on the sidelines. Boy, what this has to mean for DeMar Hamlin, Mike, a guy that a couple of years ago suffered tragedy.
Yeah.
Almost the greatest tragedy we've ever seen in this game. And now 2 years later, not only is on a team that is going to the AFC Championship game. He's had a really good year. He's been a big part of what this Bills team has done.
Led the team in tackles tonight. Had a sack as well. Had a touchdown-saving tackle on Derrick Henry when he broke up the middle, as Derek was talking about with him. It's just an incredible turnaround, but what a performance by this team that they put on tonight.
Final score here in Buffalo, Bills 27, Ravens 25. Bills going to the AFC Championship game. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios with the postgame report. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Mayday. We've been compromised. The pilot's a hitman.
I knew you were going to be fun.
This Friday.
Tell me how to fly this thing.
Mark Wahlberg.
You know what the difference between me and you is? You're going to die.
Don't shoot him, we need him!
Y'all need a pilot?
Flight Risk. Rated R.
Sponsored by Lionsgate.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios following the wrap-up of divisional weekends in the National Football League. Final game of the four this weekend in Buffalo between the Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The game that pitted the two top contenders for the MVP award. Both teams realizing they were trying to punch their ticket to go to Kansas City next week to play in the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs. This one started exactly the way you may have thought that it would have. You expected to see a lot of offense from two of the best offensive teams that the league has ever seen. Baltimore went downfield with their first drive, and they did it in short order, 8 plays, but 73 yards and 4:20 off the clock. Lamar Jackson throwing a 16-yard touchdown pass to Rashad Bateman for the early lead for Baltimore. After the Tucker extra point, Buffalo took over and did exactly the same type of thing. 11 plays, 70 yards, almost 6 minutes off the clock. Ray Davis going in from 1 yard out. So each team had an opportunity to possess the ball. Each team had put together an extended drive, and we had ourselves a 7-7 ball game. Now, Lamar Jackson has had a problem in the past, and it has been turnovers in postseason games. He threw an interception, which ultimately did not end up hurting his team the first quarter of this ball game. But in the second quarter, he fumbled the football away in his own end. That gave a short field to Josh Allen and company, and it took him only 4 plays to take advantage.
Allen is going to line up under center. Gilliam is right behind him. Play clock down to 2. Now at 1. Allen takes the snap, drives ahead into the end zone. Touchdown Bills. A 1-yard touchdown run for Josh Allen, and Buffalo has taken the lead. 8:49 to go in the second quarter. 13-7 Bills. They capitalize on the Jackson fumble.
And so indeed they did. A 14-7 lead with the extra points. Still at 8:52 though to go until halftime of this ball game. At the end of another extended drive for Baltimore, they did get on the board once again as Justin Tucker hit on a 26-yard field goal to make it a 14-10 ball game, but still 3:43 left to go in the half, and this was one of the most impressive drives of the night for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen took his team 9 plays, 70 yards, and his time was ticking down in the first half of play. Allen got an opportunity to go in again.
3rd down and 2. Allen will line up in the shotgun. Ty Johnson is the running back to his right. Khalil Shakir is just in front of him in the backfield. Coleman splits out wide left. Allen waits, gets the snap. Allen keeps it up the middle, powering to the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown Bills. The second touchdown run of the first half for Allen. This one from 4 yards out. And with 16 seconds to go before intermission, the Bills lead 20-10.
21-10 the score at halftime in this one, and the Bills were getting the ball to begin the second half. But to begin the second half, the Baltimore defense started playing the way they had been at the end of the regular season and into the playoffs. They ended up shutting Buffalo down, got the football back, and although they could not put a touchdown on the board, Justin Tucker did get them a score with a 47-yard field goal to make it a 21-13 game. The next time Baltimore got the ball, it was a lot easier going down the field, and they did it with a dominating running game. It was an 80-yard drive, 68 of the yards coming on the ground, and the bread truck is the one who finished it up.
1st and goal from the 5. Ball is on the left hash. High formation, Jackson under center, takes the snap, handoff Henry, angles right, breaks a tackle, diving into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry scores from 5 yards out, and with 1:37 to go in the third, it's a 2-point game. Bills on top 21-19, and the Ravens are going to go for 2.
2-point conversion attempt, which you would assume for the Baltimore Ravens with all the weapons that Lamar Jackson has would be something that would be a bit easier than it was. It was well defended by Buffalo, and they were turned away. No conversion on the 2-point attempt, a 21-19 game as we were winding down the third quarter. Now, Buffalo, when they got the football back, did have an answer to a degree. Ultimately, they ended up getting a Tyler Bass field goal from 51 yards out. No easy task in the conditions tonight to stretch the lead to 24-19, but still 12:04 to go, and Buffalo's lead was just 5 points. This is where the Baltimore offense was moving the ball well, and Lamar Jackson got it back again. It didn't take him long to move his team downfield and across the midfield stripe. Unfortunately, the turnover bug bit again.
Jackson hands in front of his chest, standing straight up and down. Brings Sims in motion from the left. Here's the snap. Jackson fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Moving right. Throws. Got a wide open Andrews. Makes the catch. Cuts left. Lost the ball. And recovered by the Bills. Terrell Bernard knocked it out and recovered it. And the Bills will take over at their own 46-yard line. The Ravens' 3rd turnover of the night. And that may turn out to be very, very costly.
It turned out to be extremely costly because here you are in the fourth quarter now at this point with not a lot of time to go. 8 minutes, a little bit under 9 minutes left to play in the game, but Buffalo managed to kill out 5 of those minutes on a drive that got all the way down to the 2-yard line. They went for it on 3rd down from the 2. Josh Allen lost ground, and they called a timeout and decided to settle for the field goal to make it an 8-point game again. Tyler Bass hit from 21 yards out, so with 3:29 left to go in the game, 8-point game. Baltimore still within 1 score. They needed a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now, Lamar Jackson came out not having Derrick Henry really at his disposal at this point because they had to get the ball downfield quickly. That's exactly what Lamar Jackson did, making a couple of tremendous throws on the drive. He got it down as far as the 24-yard line before he went hunting in the end zone.
Jackson lines up in the shotgun, looks to his left, brings Likely in motion, takes the snap, back to pass, plenty of time again, looking. Jackson now rolling to his right, still looking down the field, fires deep for the end zone, it is caught, a diving catch in the end zone by Likely. Isaiah Likely skidding across the end zone, hauls it in, and with 1:33 to go, it's a 2-point game. A 24-yard touchdown to Likely, and now the Ravens have a chance to tie.
So there it is, 1:33 left to go, and another opportunity for a 2-point conversion. This one potentially to try to extend this game to overtime. Time for our Wrangler highlight of the game.
2-pointer ties the game. Here's the snap. Jackson will run to his right. He looks, he throws. It is dropped! It is dropped! Andrews was open at the pylon and dropped it. His 2nd drop of the game, and the Bills maintain a 2-point lead, 27-25. Andrews was open. The ball hit him in the chest, and he could not hang on going to the ground.
That is the highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. Here's to the early risers, the go-getters. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler for the ride of life. Bills recovered the onside kick. Rasul Butler doing the honors, and then a big run basically ended it as they wrapped up the game in victory formation. The Buffalo Bills go unbeaten at Highmark Stadium this year, and they win to advance to the AFC Championship game, 27-25 the final. They will once again take on the Kansas City Chiefs, a team they beat earlier in the regular season this year, next week for the right to go to Super Bowl 59. And on the other side for the Baltimore Ravens, another disappointing end to another historic season. Back to Buffalo now, the two guys who call the action, Ryan Ratke and Mike Golick. And Mike, you said it. You're talking about a guy who has been a mainstay for this Baltimore Ravens team, not just as a player, but as a person. You have got to feel for Mark Andrews tonight.
Oh, without question. Still a guy looking for his first playoff touchdown as well. Had a drop, had a fumble, and then inexplicably drops the two-point conversion, Ryan. I mean, it's just got to tear your heart out for him and for Baltimore, the players, their coaches, their fans, that if nothing else, it would have been a tie and maybe gone to overtime. I'm not going to say they would have won the game, but certainly they would have been tied and probably would have gone to overtime.
Yeah, and as Scott said, I mean, a guy that has been a great player, a great person in Baltimore. You do feel for him to have just some costly mistakes, 2 big drops, and, of course, the fumble that ended a drive. And it all leads to Buffalo coming out on top with a 27-25 win. The Bills did really what they've done all year, Mike. They win the turnover battle.
Yeah.
Josh Allen does what he does, runs for a couple of touchdowns, and the defense was good enough. They made the plays they had to make tonight to help this team get the win.
Again, now 19 games this year, they never lost a turnover battle. And it was only even, I think it's 0, I think 4 times. Right in that area there. I mean, that's just, and a lot of times you can't rely on turnovers, but sometimes during a year, it's just you get them. And they were plus 24 during the season, the regular season. So this is a year where they take the ball away.
Yeah, and remember, we were there the first time these two teams met up in Week 4. The Ravens just ran the ball down the Bills' throat.
Right.
Buffalo, who only gave up 8 sacks during the regular season, gave up 3 in that game tonight, that night rather, against Baltimore. Tonight, for the first half of the game, the Ravens could not run the ball at all. Buffalo completely took that away. Ravens finally got going in the second half, but the Bills' Josh Allen was never really under pressure in the game tonight, and got help from the running game as well.
I mean, they ran the ball again 36 times. 36 times for almost 150 yards. That just, now they only had the ball for like 3 minutes more, but they're controlling drives with that 147 yards rushing against, as we'll continue to say, the top rush defense in the league. They just, outside of the first couple of drives in the second half where Baltimore shut them down running-wise, Buffalo was able to run.
Let's check the final stats, sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. Now Taxes is getting a TurboTax Live expert to do your taxes for you. Now this is Taxes. Well, you just mentioned Buffalo runs for 147 yards tonight. It's the most rushing yards the Ravens have given up all season long. Baltimore vastly outgained Buffalo, 416 to 273 in the game. Again, all 4 teams that are left playing in championship games, they all got outgained on divisional weekend. Individually, Josh Allen finishes the game 16 to 22, 127 yards. On the ground, he had 10 carries for 20 yards and a couple of touchdowns. James Cook, 17 carries for 67 yards in the contest. Khalil Shakir was the leading receiver. He had 6 catches for 67 yards. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, 18 to 25, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. He only threw 4 interceptions in the regular season, but was intercepted early in the game tonight. Derrick Henry finishes with 16 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Henry finishes this season, including the playoffs, with 2,191 rushing yards. That is the 6th most all-time, including the playoffs, in NFL single-season history. Isaiah Likely, 4 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 4 catches, 66 yards, and a TD. You look at the final stats, Mike, and the Ravens will look at it and say, we did a lot of the things we had to do to win. They ran for 176 yards. They got Henry going in the second half. He finishes with a good game. The difference, though, you go back to those 3 turnovers that the Ravens committed. it turns out to be a massive factor in a game they lost by 2.
3 turnovers and a couple of costly drops. Derrick Henry, the drop where he was going down the sideline and had nothing but room in front of him. Mark Andrews had a drop that was like a crossing route. That wasn't as big a deal as the drop he had on the 2-point conversion that would have tied it at 27. So you're right, turnovers and drops, mistakes. Now, give Buffalo all the credit in the world for getting the win, but Baltimore is going to be doing a lot of what-ifs and a lot of watching of that film whenever they watch it, if they watch it, and just kind of cringe.
This is also why quarterback wins is one of the dumbest stats. It's like starting pitcher wins a lot of time in baseball. I mean, look at Josh Allen coming into tonight. In his playoff career, 23 touchdowns, 4 picks, but 1-4 in the divisional round or later. So people seize on that, well, he hasn't been at his best. No, maybe he hasn't gotten enough help. Lamar Jackson tonight, he played well enough to win this game, and yet there will be those that will focus on, well, just another case of Lamar not getting it done in the playoffs.
Yeah, because I think Lamar, in my opinion, is going to win his 3rd MVP, but I imagine Josh Allen would be like, that's fine. I'm going to the AFC title game and possibly the Super Bowl. So that 2 great quarterbacks leading great teams. A lot of people thought, man, this would be a great AFC championship matchup, and it certainly lived up.
By the way, just so everybody does understand, the MVP is a regular season award. The votes are already
been decided.
We won't find out who won until right before the Super Bowl, but what happened tonight or going forward will not impact that vote. So now we look ahead to the AFC Championship game next week. Heard DeMar Hamlin talk about it. It's the rematch. Kansas City, Buffalo. They played in Week 11. Buffalo won that game here, 30-21. This will be the 4th time in the last 5 years these two teams have met in the playoffs. Kansas City has won each of the previous 3. How do you see the matchup?
Well, I mean, it just means that the regular season meant absolutely nothing because Buffalo has to be able to do it in the playoffs. We know Kansas City has been winning a double-digit games by 1 score. Patrick Mahomes is not happy with the way the offense is going. He wasn't happy last year when they won the Super Bowl, the way the offense was going.